So, when we last left off, our band of adventurers were in the small coastal town of Tow, seeking work and various goals within. One of you had decided to inquire about the Druid tribes, ignore the background noise as well. I lost my train of thought now because of that, because I got distracted by background noise. God damn it. Seeking answers, they approach one of the residents, a Simic hybrid known as Sal, finding out that seemingly the local Druid tribe is no more. With a small lead and a item seemingly from the tribe, you decided to take part in the festivities of the Day of Sky. There was contests of strength, contests of accuracy, all accumulating with a firing salute for those that was fallen. However, after the firing, one of the guards was found laying on the ground, an arrow in his back. Through some very eagle-eyed spotting, you had all noticed figures moving in the jungle. A chase ensued, in which you were able to apprehend one of the individuals, seemingly an insurgent, and under threat of torture, agreed to lead you back to the camp. And that is where we left off. So, is there anything anyone is doing during the now much slower journey?
Well, I wanted to know, like, as we are going towards this place, is there any chance that I could spot things that may have been discarded while they were fleeing, maybe evidence?
Make a investigation check.
Okay.
What? Okay, because aren't we separated at this point? Aren't we? Or did we all meet up?
We
met up.
You all met
All
up
together.
as you interrogated
With
the
Goon.
insurgents.
Can I help her with this investigation to find evidence?
She's already made the roll, but you can make your own investigation check.
Yay. Okay. Yeet. A
15.
Okay.
Looking around, there doesn't appear to be anything that was dropped, and looking at the insurgent himself, he doesn't appear to be carrying a whole lot. You see he's got a few arrows in a quiver, his bow, you see a small dagger on his side, or was there. I would assume that you guys would have taken that away from him. But beyond that, he appears to be traveling light.
He didn't look like someone that was planning to, murder a guard.
No.
Oto is going to ask the party, like, kind of separate from the prisoner that we have taken. Have any of you heard of these insurgents before?
That's a good question. Have we?
Those that have resided in Karmora for a while, and have been around the more the Republic areas, knows that there is a constant insurgent issue that goes back all the way since the founding of the Republic.
Okay.
You can think
Would
harder.
Havelock and I count towards that?
You can do a history.
Okay.
For those that have lived in that have resided in Karmora for a while in Republic areas, you can funk harder with a history check if you want, but that's the base I'll give.
Because my
Oh.
brain's still
Oh.
trying to process
know.
things, would I need to make a history check? Or no?
This is more for the players if you want more lore.
More lore, please. Thank you.
I mean, you've already rolled a nat 20.
That's one.
Give more lore.
All right. Oh yeah, kindling's also on Karmora as well. So you know from the various individuals you speak into over the years that Karmora's Republic is about 100 or so years old. And it is believed that the events of the Day of Sky sowed the seeds of the formation of the Republic, with the various tribes working together. But through millennia of tribalism, obviously trying to bring them all together caused issues, resulting in not so much of a civil war, but very much could be like classed as one given the size. But after the newly formed Republic had won a major battle during the Siege of Lanarch, the main political opponents that wanted to keep Karmora, basically bring it more akin to like various city-states working together, akin to maybe a continent that some of you have heard of, called Narza. However, after their defeat at the Siege of Lanarch, that political group had disbanded, but those loyal had kept up the fight as insurgents. In addition, militia change all the time. Sometimes, mostly because while they follow the Republic, they sometimes might do their own thing.
Okay. How long ago were these people defeated? Would I know?
I mean, you rolled a natural 20, so it was about 90 years ago. It was only about 5 to 10 years after the forming of the Republic that the Siege of Lanarch ended.
Okay. Oh, I know this one. So basically, you know how Karmora is like a big republic, right? Big. The festival that we were just at is celebrating the Day of Sky. And that day made everyone kind of come together when before they were like a bunch of tribes, right? But some people did not like that. They wanted to stay separated, but like also kind of work together. They just didn't want the government to be how it was. And so what happened was that they started kind of a civil war. It was like a little baby civil war. And so then the people that wanted to stay tribes were defeated. But ever since then, even though it's been such a long time, they have been still fighting the Republic.
Just to add on to that, because of the Roll20 bit, some of the insurgencies are also former militia who have fallen foul of the Republic and basically were driven out.
And also, some of them are like things that were part of the military before, but then like things go wrong or they get kicked out, things like that, and then they're angry at the government too. So it could be one of those. I am very smart.
So, do you think that there are any reservations that maybe they have a reason to attack those that would have been holding the festivities?
Well, I mean, I cannot really say because I am not them, but maybe they wanted to, my mama says that morale is very important, and in a big celebration like this, if someone got hurt, um, it would make people very, very sad if it was, especially if it was someone that was supposed to be protecting them.
Right. We know a little bit more about who they are. But as for an answer, we're still a bit dry. So we must continue, I assume then. And ask them face to face as I look to the rest of the party. Is this what we think is the right idea?
There is absolutely nothing that can go wrong with this idea.
Blair just nods her head. The bob of curls fluffing up with her.
I say it's time to fuck something up. Let's go.
Well, we can. Right. Well, we can at least ask them and see if see what their rationale is and see if perhaps an agreement could be met.
Right. I do agree. We simply first figure out if they would like to conversate and just ask the simple questions. If they know anything about what would have happened.
Yeah. That may have been said this night, but that doesn't mean there needs to be any more.
Of course, I assume we should be prepared to either run or for the worst, if anything.
Koto, what's your passive perception? Because I'm pretty sure you've got the highest passive perception.
Let me see. 12. Not too high.
What's mine?
Yeah, if anything, Ed should have the highest.
Yeah, I've got 16.
16 passive perception?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Fuck.
Yeah, Merlita, and the other one has
Sorry,
18.
I need to double check this. Oh yeah, no, it's there. Okay, right. Well,
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Huh.
Druid, man.
Efficiency.
Druids. I mean, the two of you use wisdom, so I'm just there like, okay, it's one of them. And I just got critical roll in my head because, goddamn Caduceus. Okay. Aski, you hear the insurgent mutter something as you say this, as you all finish your conversation.
What do I hear?
You don't know. You couldn't make it out, but you did hear him mumble something.
I'm afraid you may need to repeat that, my dear man. I'm afraid any confusions or lack of information could not work favorably for you. Do you understand?
So, looks over at Havelock waringly. I said, sure. Walk into an insurgent camp and then expect them to let you walk away. Real smart.
Well, we have you, no? You're our key. Koro just gives him a smile.
Yes, well, I like to imagine that people don't usually kill unless they absolutely have to, and if they feel like they do, we may have, possibly have a bargaining chip, so to speak, something that may change their minds. And I look him up and down.
Kodo's also going to lean in a bit. Please understand. Young male, correct?
Yeah.
It looks like a human? Look, please understand. We simply want answers. We do not want. We simply don't even want to really be going here. We just want to find out what caused the trouble. Please understand. We only want trouble if trouble is invited to us.
It's not me you gotta convince, buddy. I kinda have no choice on this. Just don't say I didn't warn you. And he continues walking. Obviously, can't get very far because he's tied up.
Yeah, we're
and-
walking together.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is understood. We invite this. We simply want us. Hopefully we find some. Understood.
Alright, so continue walking. Can I just... let me just quickly check here. There we go. Okay. After about an hour of travel, the insurgent speaks up again and just nods towards what looks to be a slight clearing. Base is there.
Can we scan over to see what exactly is at the base, if there's people there,
Make a perception check.
what they're doing? Okay.
Can I make one as well?
Yeah, and for the record, you're about 100 feet away from this clearing.
Okay. Ugh,
Fuck.
not good.
God damn it, looking at stuff with my thing. God damn it!
Oh.
You have a +6.
Oh.
That's,
You-
that's genuinely the worst I can do.
Oh.
An 8
You-
minimum. Oh,
Yeah.
Because, wait, doesn't your thing have a number of uses? Because remember, you haven't taken a long rest. Remember?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was just checking.
Hunt's intuition. Yeah, it just says whenever make a perception or survival check, you can add a d4 and add the number to the check.
Okay, alright, so it's specific to those. Got it.
Yeah, it's just perception and survival. Yeah,
God, it's like a free guidance spell on that.
that's great, right?
Okay, well, with a 7 and an 8, I mean, you see the clearing. It's definitely
Wow.
a clearing.
It's there.
Yeah. Not got any clue? Because there's a lot of tree cover on anything else there. Yeah, you also see several trees. They're pretty healthy looking trees.
Nice.
Okay. Koto's gonna turn to the party. So, when it comes to an approach, are there any ideas? For I am more familiar with beasts than men, unfortunately. However, beasts respond very well to honesty, forwardness. That is all I can really say.
I think we should do that too. I think if we do not want trouble, we should just go out there and say, "Hello, how are you?" And then say, "Did you shoot that man?"
I'm not sure they would have reasons to tell us the truth, sadly, with that one. As murder in cold blood is not something one usually likes to admit, you know?
Well, no, but I mean, technically, I don't think that any of us are really part of the Republic either.
I didn't know there was a republic until I got here, really.
See?
Then
I
would
walked
it,
out of the sea here.
would it be fitting for those that are not obviously part of the Republic to maybe be the ones to guide the way? Or maybe the ones to introduce, while maybe others stay back or even lie low, just in case?
Well, I think if the people more naive to this part of the world walk into the camp, they would be probably more likely to imagine us sort of as naive fools who just happen to wander into their neck of the woods, and which perhaps could do more with a swift beckoning to leave more than a flurry of arrow shot. And I would ask just for protection, perhaps if to cover all bases, if some of our number could go towards the back of the camp and hide in the brush. Just in case things do get a tad hairy, we could perhaps spring at them from behind, so to speak.
Mevalier immediately looks to Havelock.
Yeah, come on. Back
What?
to the bushes.
No, I want to talk.
No, we do not talk.
I want to talk. You go. You go.
No.
You're super good at shooting, and I cannot. Which is not true after what we've just seen.
Hmm.
Valere,
Yeah,
I am not good
wasn't
at
it Mevalair
shooting.
who won the game?
It was Valere. It was me who nearly shot somebody.
Well, maybe that is the case. You know, maybe someone just accidentally shot someone, and then they got scared. You know, that is a possibility. But
Here,
I know not to. I want to go.
Havelock, I may be ignorant in my thinking, but I do feel as if though maybe, Mevalaire's innocence can maybe be used as a weapon for us.
You let her get hurt, and I'm shooting you.
Yes, I
It
believe.
would be much deserved.
I believe Mevalair is incredibly susceptible for people to underestimate her. I mean, she's highly capable and clearly intelligent in the situation. But I imagine, most people would just see a small child, and perhaps not be so wary as to spill blood in the face of someone so innocent.
I am not sure if you are complimenting me or insulting me.
I think he's insulting you.
I am.
You.
I'm perhaps doing both. Take it however you like.
What's your face? Marine. Come.
Something just
Sounds good to me.
something makes me very happy about a giant robot just going, "I am a tree. Don't look at me."
Just gives him 2 branches.
Yeah. Russell.
It's time to play pseudo-udo.
This will definitely work out properly.
I really do hope so, Marine. I do.
Well, yes, you're. If it doesn't, you must spring it. I feel like we don't exactly need a code word. I imagine your instincts and your gut reaction will probably tell you if you need to suddenly spring into action. Perhaps a blood-curdling scream. That could be our code word.
I have heard many of those blood-curdling screams. It is quite normal on the sea.
Oh God, the sea sounds horrible.
The things you imagine you have seen, Marine.
Everyone just looks haunted.
Yeah. just everyone just looks off in the middle distance, and a cold breeze just blows in for 2 seconds.
Everyone,
Right, okay.
all the seafarers just pause and have a slight Vietnam flashback.
Yeah.
We take like 1d6 psychic damage.
God.
So we will be relying on you to cover us, to help us maybe reconvene if trouble does arise. Relying on you, Marine and Havelock.
Yes. And you, Kindling, what is your place in all this? Where do you fancy? Shadows or in the welcoming committee?
I think I would rather stay with the big ones.
Right.
With us then. Although Havelock is quite big as well.
What I mean would be the shadows.
Oh, okay.
Alright, come on, kid. I hope you're a good aim.
Right. Places, people. We have work to do.
Okay. So, the 3 of you which are going into the shadows, go ahead and make a self check.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Bold of you to assume I am good at stealth.
I'm apparently a tree now.
I'm very bad at stealth, and I have heavy armor, so.
You just have like just stands like just almost like a ballerina pose without the leg thing and just turns to face a tree. I am now tree.
Listen, Havelock's fucking skinny enough
Yeah,
to
exactly.
hide behind the actual tree. Oh my god, it's like
Hey George,
Undertale with the lamp.
This bendy tree is pretty warm. Why is it doing that? Anyway,
Wait, guys, have you ever heard... Oh, wait, guys, did you ever know that anchors grew on trees?
Whoa.
Okay.
Um,
So,
Alright.
Team Stealth seemingly are able to get into position without much issue, with Havelock and Kindling covering Marine's slight stomping. And I assume the rest of you go into the clearing with the insurgent?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
yes.
Alright.
Game faces people. Like a masquerade.
Okay, so just to check with the ones walking in, what's the marching order?
So how about we have me and... How about we have me and Mevil out at the front, our captives behind us, and then the big man keeping up, and then the big man holding up the rear.
I'd say that's fair, yeah.
Okay. So, you make your way into the clearing. And you sort of like look to your right. And you can see sort of like around just on the outside of the clearing in a thicket of trees is several tents. A fire pit is sticking out into the clearing itself with some meats that are being smoked. Just a little bit in the distance, you can see a bit of cloth dyed yellow with a emblem embroidered into it. The emblem itself appears to show what appears to be like a crate that's in the ocean, with a small town to the left and the sun rising to the right. Looking within the tents, you can actually see a lone figure, a dark-skinned human female, sitting on a chair, her legs kicked up onto the table. She's wearing muddy, dark leather armor. Her black hair is messy and cut just below the jaw, and she's just watching, arms crossed, as you walk in.
Hello.
Good evening, madam. We were but humble travelers trying to track down some druidic remnants in these woods, and they're
Came to
frightfully
return your friend.
Yes, we found someone as well, and he said, he said you fine folk were near here, and you could perhaps give us shelter and food. We will, or at least somewhere where we won't get ambushed by animals. We will cause no harm unless harm befalls us, and we will be leaving in the morning. If that's okay.
To be honest,
Mevil just waves over at him.
I'm not sure if you're all stupid or drunk.
Well, I'm a new traveler to these lands. I am not very well acquainted with their customs or their history, so I'm not quite sure if I'm willfully stupid. I'm certainly not drunk, though.
Is that why, then, you hunted down my men? Ran them through?
No, he just talks too much and he is very dumb. But if I could be honest, because that was the plan, and Mevelair just like side eyes Aki, like she doesn't understand why he went straight to lying. Yes, we did chase down your people. But it was not to hurt them. It was because we were trying to find who shot that man. If you saw there was a person shot at the festival.
I know.
What we were trying to do was get answers, and because they ran, it was really weird and suspicious.
I just had my men watch. That's all.
Watch?
Yes.
Do I believe her? Insight?
Make an insight check.
Can I as well?
Sure.
Okay. There we go.
21.
Oh.
She
And then,
is,
why not?
She is speaking with a strong air of confidence in what she's saying.
Okay. Well, we are very sorry for this misunderstanding. We just thought that they, because they ran, they might have hurt someone. But we have returned this person to you, and would you mind if we asked you a few questions?
She clicks her finger and, Team Stealth, make a perception check for me quickly. 21, 14.
Bold of you to assume that this is where I'm good at.
3.
Oh my god.
What did I?
Kindling. You, as you gone in position as this conversation's going, you spot some movement just within the edge of the clearing. You count, at least near you, 3 individuals that are slowly standing up. All of them with arrows knocked in their bows, but not aiming them. They haven't noticed you, but you just watch as the 3 of them begin to walk into the clearing, and that's where they aim their bows. The other team, team talking, see another 3, and another 3, and one comes out from behind the tent where this individual is. This one with their, not with a bow, but with their hands alight with fire.
Ocho is going to step forward a little bit, and he's going to move slowly and reach for the bindings that are on the prisoner, right? And he's going to slowly look towards both Mev and Aki, as if reassuring them in what he's about to do. Or at least, trying to.
Did we lose? Oh, we lost Peach.
Yeah, we lost Peach. Her internet was kind of lagging when we were playing Animal Crossing.
Oh, there she is.
Yay!
Right. So.
About that, my internet bugged for a second. Alright.
So Kodo is now going to be undoing the bindings while looking both at you, Aki, and Mev, and he's going to insinuate, let's stay calm. Let's just see this right quick. And he.
Yes, I think, and I think me seeing all the, all the people have emerged from the brush, I will put my hands up as well and say we mean no harm and request no bloodshed upon this night. At least not anymore.
Kodo's going to remove the bindings, and he's going to start disarming himself and walking forward towards the person slowly. At least until we're...
Did she say anything before? As everyone was coming out, or...?
Nope.
She just snapped her fingers.
Okay.
Yep.
Matt just looks around at the people. Please, this really is not necessary.
You're the ones that walked into the lion's den.
Yes, but is there any real reason to harm us?
I don't know. Several individuals now know where our camp is. What's to stop you simply going back to the Republic and pointing them out?
Oh, well, if you see here, and Mevelair is going to actually point at her armband.
Mm-hmm.
You see, my mama is a pirate, and my mama says that snitches get stitches. So I am no snitch. But if you didn't do anything wrong, there's no reason.
Aki is kind of looking at you when he said, my mum is a pirate, and, with a sort of the what the fuck kind of face.
Would it be alright if we had proper introductions, please, miss?
She sort of like waves her hand slightly. A few of them do like lower their bows, but there's basically enough of them there with at the ready to basically shoot all of you that they can see, which is the ones in the clearing.
This, who has already introduced herself, is our friend Mevelair. As you can see, she is a seafarer, not native of these lands. As he then nods towards Aki for you to introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is...
Hold up on the role-playing for a second. My dogs are being gossy, I think.
It's alright.
Probably didn't hear him go, so I'm gonna stop him.
I'm gonna go pee.
Okay.
Well, this happened.
Very tense.
We're not dead yet. We haven't rolled initiative.
Man, I can't wait to try and move close enough to fucking throw a tentacle in the middle of those people.
I mean,
They're gonna have a not so fun time. There's not gonna be any music playing in this.
I mean, I can probably reach them from where I am.
I can't.
Listen, they haven't shot us yet. Let's not jump the gun.
Yeah, we haven't given a reason for them to kill us, and I hope... Well, apart from just, trespassing, but apart from that, they haven't given us... There's no reason why they probably just want, like... In their minds, they're probably going to go, like, okay, all these people need to do is, like, a threat to not tell anybody, or we'll fucking kill you, and then we'll let them go.
Alright.
I'm squishy and I'm ready to fight something.
Might need to
I'm squishy and I don't like
early, but, we'll continue.
Alright, introduce yourself, N.
Good evening. My name is Chris Aventore of the Aventore trading family of Naza, and I am a new visitor to your lands, pursuing druidic circles to assist with deciphering certain signs and visions that keep recurring in dreams. And I assumed with. And I already heard tales of a old, long-forgotten druidic circle in these parts, and I assumed if perhaps you may know of them, or perhaps know of their remnants, and could assist me in my quest. I am brand new to these lands. I have no skin in the game, so to speak. I have no loyalty to the Republic or to your cause. I simply pursue my own and harm no others.
And my name is Koto Madura. As you can probably tell, I am of, the Beast tribes technically, but I am from the Orc tribe. As he begins to take off one side of his shawl, or his robe, to expose the bandaged torso, he then begins to almost pull apart some of the bandages that hover over his left breast to show.
No need for that.
He begins to close it. I worship Kodakara. I'm unsure of what the word is in your language. Simply put, my people have absolutely no interest or musings into this republic, or whatever you all refer to it as. I had only heard of it an hour ago. We simply came here for possibly an answer as to why somebody almost died. We have no allegiances with those people. We are here on the business of life and why it was almost taken. We are not here to berate you, judge you. We just want an answer.
One of you make a persuasion check.
I think it should be Koto because he went. He made that little speech.
Yeah, are we gonna do it based on roleplay on who roleplayed? He did all the big speechy roleplay stuff, or are we gonna do metagaming and who's got the best? He's got the best charisma.
I think it should be Koto.
Yeah, I say if you're deciding on that, base it on roleplaying, not metagaming, because nobody.
Yeah, I agree. Koto, all yours, man.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah!
18. Big man came through. You want to know why a life was nearly taken? Put simply, it was a debt that needs to be repaid.
With the individual himself.
No. Not the individual that was hit.
Ah, you applying the services for another party, I see.
In a matter of speaking, I was technically telling the truth when I say the men in the jungle did not fire that arrow.
But I assume then you are aware of who did it. That is fine. Then, may we ask? Then he kind of takes a second to look back towards Mev and Aki. What this debt is.
Well, I assume these sorts of, if it's some sort of basic assassination or work of that nature, then it could be something as simple as he looked at me strangely as he walked down the street
You talk too much. Stop talking.
And you have a very shallow view of how we do things. An incorrect assumption. The Republic disliked how our parents ran things, so they drove them, and us, out of tow, replacing with a militia they liked. We would have all been killed if it weren't for a certain individual. Now that certain individual wants to repay that debt, so to speak.
By doing what?
You need to understand that I'm in a very vulnerable position. If I speak too much and they catch wind, then our fight ends.
Okay, I see.
She sort of looks back at the spellcaster and mutters something. They quickly walk to one of the other tents. After a few minutes, they come out with what looks to be a mess, it's a written note, but it's clearly been exposed to the elements for some time. And the spellcaster just chucks it towards you. It doesn't reach all the way, it sort of lands at the ground, near your feet.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I'll pick it up.
Okay.
The female then speaks up. There's your clue. Should you find the answer or get caught, we never met. I think that's sufficient payment.
Naturally, I can't say any of you have very particularly memorable faces. And I'll start reading the paper.
I wouldn't read that now if I were you. Because in 5 minutes, so indicates to all the other insurgents that are around, they get to start their hunt.
Then I have one last question before this hunt begins.
Make it quick.
There still comes with the quarry that we have. Is it possible that if we both look the other way, and maybe even offer something of our help that does not involve any bloodshed, could you then help us? We are still looking for these druids, and we are, I believe, capable adventurers.
I think you'll find the person we owe the debt to knows a lot more about it, given that they've been here longer than anybody in tow.
Understood. I appreciate you for being willing to hear our questions.
Indeed. The mercy you have shown today is a most valiant and valuable trait, and I wish you would hold it firm to your heart. And I'll stop talking, and he'll turn around and move towards leaving the circle.
I would say thank you, but I do not want to be hunted. Bye-bye!
4 minutes!
Yep. Mavalaire
begins
starts
picking up the
vaulting.
stuff. Cole picks up his stuff. He turns around and he.
He'll start. Aki starts to like hurriedly power walking out.
I just want to say before leaving,
Oh my.
Now, make it quick, Koto.
I'm sorry for what you and yours went through. Then he continues to leave.
Alright, what about Team
Alright.
Self?
I'll start following after once they actually make it past us.
Yeah.
I want to be careful and keep crawling.
Okay. So, begin to try and retrace your steps through the jungle. Is anyone doing anything in the interim, or are you just focusing on getting out?
I think we should focus on getting out first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I need someone to make a survival check.
Right, you are.
This is you trying to find your old tracks and follow them.
I'm going to hope that Ed is good at survival.
I have a +4, and I get to add my D4 onto it as well. So, come on, 20. 19, okay.
Oh, there we go. That D4 is still in on my side. Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. So, with the 19, you're fine. You're able to mostly follow the path that you took. You do get lost on a few occasions. You're not really keeping track of the time, but if they are hunting you down at this moment, you have outpaced them. And eventually, after about hour and a half, you reach the edge of the jungle. Not exactly where you went into it. You're closer towards the... So I give an idea of like location. The festival is taking place on the western side of town. You're more around like the central north side of the town at this point.
Okay.
After leave, now that he sort of reaches the clearing, Aki will sort of like do a big sigh, go down his haunches, and just go, "That was the most terrified I think I've ever been in my life." Okay.
Why did you do that?
Do what exactly?
We said we were going to go in there up front and with honesty, and you instantly lied.
Look, I panicked. I haven't ever gone in a situation like this. I've barely left. I barely left home. Like the first big event I had that happens here, I have to walk in a camp full of bandits. I'm sorry. I panicked. It's not this.
Okay, do not worry. Do not worry.
I
You will
don't
learn it.
know. If you are that bad under pressure, you should really not be that. You should learn better.
I agree. I need to I must find my resolve and my calm.
They weren't that scary. They were just kind of standard. Ooga booga. We are going to threaten you with daggers. Ooh.
I'm not sure what road of life you've walked down, Leveler, but I've never had my life balanced on the tip of an arrow point before.
You're
Don't
going
worry.
to have that happen a lot.
Yes. I remember when I was on my first hunt, Aki. I was the same way, squibbling like a cub. It comes into experience. You take what you learn.
I was never like that. I was always very, very brave. And sometimes my mama said stupid.
I believe a lot of your bravery can probably be chalked up to the woman who raised you. I believe, Nev.
Mavalaire just gives a big grin, and that's probably the biggest compliment.
Yeah. Okay. So basically saying like you're just like your mum is like the most. Oh my god! Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Oh, Tom, just for my own notes, can you describe what the separatist symbol looked like that we saw in the camp?
Yeah, just give me a second.
It's
Where
probably
is
got the-
Havelock, by the way?
Oh yeah, where are the sneaky crew?
Yeah.
I assume
They're probably with us at this point.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
like since yeah.
Yeah.
Kodo's gonna, just in case they didn't hear everything break down, I guess, what happened to you all.
Mhm.
In a simple manner.
Yeah. Mev leans into
Also-
Havelock and whispers, I think he almost peed himself.
Do I hear that?
You'd have to roll a perception.
Yeah, I mean, with a passive
Oh,
perception
the natural
of
16?
That's true, that's
with-
true.
I would.
You...
I would say Never make a deception check.
Deception, okay.
So we know what the DC is. So
Yeah, does a B16.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I sort of overhear that and sort of mutter to myself, I'm not entirely sure almost.
Just Mev's snickering to herself, and in turn to Havelock.
I'm not buying him new pants.
Jesus. yeah. One of the guards just go, I don't remember pitching a cab next to a running stream.
Oh wait, I was muted.
Tom, can I get that like separatist symbol description again, please?
the emblem description, yeah.
Yeah.
I can do you one better.
You have damage?
Yeah, it's terribly drawn because it's me, but I drew it.
Tom.
Cool.
Shut up. It's good. We love it.
There we go. Ignore the white background stuff. It's just because I forgot to save it as a PNG instead. Actually, one sec. Let me
Thank
just
you, Thomas.
In fact, let me just
I will hang it on my bedroom wall.
Let me just resave it as PNG so I can get, because that white background's gonna bug the fuck out of me if I ever look in the campaign notes. There we go, that'll do it. Boom.
Okay.
So that's what their emblem looks like. Obviously a lot needs
So-
to look
Very
in, but
elaborate.
We should take a look at the paper that they gave us then, right? Or is that what that is?
no, that's not the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, but perhaps it's the night. It is night, isn't it?
No, it's coming up to evening at this point.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll go. Yes. Let's see if we can work something out here. And I will pull the little scrap of paper out of my pocket.
Okay.
And unfurl it.
Alright.
So there's no signature on it. There's no like stamp, nothing. It's just written on some parchment. It states, with your inside man now inside the current militia, you should have a clear shot at the captain. The Simic sleep I provided should keep him out of the picture for the next phase. We shall meet the night after in person to discuss this. Once this is over, we can consider your father's debt cleared.
Okay.
Well, there's dead cleared.
Well, that is them talking to that lady, I think.
Yes. I believe she's probably the ringleader of a band of vagabonds. Yes.
But she said that there is someone inside, which means that probably one of the people who were also one of the guards was here today, and they were probably the ones who either shot them or told them to shoot that person.
Correct. That's correct. Although I'm sure it'll be quite challenging to figure out who it'll be. We can't exactly go up to every person in armor in town and ask, are you with the separatists in the forest?
Well, the thing is that they said that they were looking for the captain in particular. So doesn't that mean that they would be near the captain?
Aye.
At the time of the festival, yes. But if I was
So, Tom,
Yes.
who specifically was the person that was shot?
It was the older gentleman who was we're at the Dragon's Strength. You don't know.
Okay.
You don't know what rank he is. You Just know that he was part of the rebellion.
But okay. Well, don't you think that someone like the strongest soldier might know who the captain is? Or might be the captain?
Oh, do you mean that, big hulking, Leonin back he was lifting all those heavy weights? Back at
Yes,
the
the big, strong cat man. And she, like, flexes her muscles to show.
I suppose I could do a port of call, yes. I wonder if maybe we could perhaps catch him as he goes off duty or as the guards rotate their shifts.
Oh, yes,
I just want to mention,
Hmm?
at least this is just how I feel. We don't know who shot him. We never found anyone. Is this correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Yes, we never found the shooter. The people, their ringleader never fessed up and pointed a finger. Could have been any of them, or none of them.
No, I mean, we don't know anything.
Yes, this
If
is
they ask
purely
us-
based on assumption.
Yes, we don't know. We do know. We don't know anything. No.
Okay. Just to be safe.
We are
My mother-
druids. That's it.
Yeah, my mother has told me about these politics that she calls them. Says to avoid them sometimes. Sometimes they get messy. Until we know the full picture.
Yeah, sort of. Indeed, a lot of people getting killed over very small, infinitesimal differences.
Right. Best to first get as much info as possible. Ask Leon and figure out who this person is and maybe get connections. No?
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
did the letter mention someone else too? With keeping someone busy.
Does it?
We did.
What specifically did that part say again? Or if you could
Yeah.
paste it.
Yep.
Yeah,
sure.
can you stop and paste into campaign notes? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me just grab it. So I was just typing something else. There we go. Campaign notes. Stop.
Okay, so it said that they put someone to sleep, Simic sleep, out of the picture. So, is it still talking about the inside person?
Have any of us ever heard of Simic sleep?
Make a. What this be?
Medicine?
Yeah, I would say medicine is probably the closest you're gonna get.
Okay.
No.
Worth a shot.
Absolutely not.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco says. Fuck. Ah, medicine's with wisdom. Huh.
It's just you rolled a 2.
Yeah.
You've never heard of it? You probably need to ask around in regards to it.
It is called Simic's Sleep, though.
Hmm.
What is 8? Wait.
We should go ask our crab friend.
Yes. Well,
And we should also maybe bring him like a little tub of butter.
We are not eating him!
what have we told?
I will never understand your fascination with eating.
I understand it's a
You're
jest, but it's just a jest, but I can't help but find eating someone who's done us no harm and has been nothing but friendly a little bit out of taste. Pardon the pun.
We shall see what he has to say.
I'll be honest, he didn't look very good tasting to me.
I mean, like, not him, just his claws. They're massive.
Hmm.
Think of
I
the satisfying crunch when you
I
crack
do
them
not
open.
think that you are very funny.
Havelock, how would
Yeah.
you like it? How would you like it if someone chopped off and ate your hands?
I could get a hook. And that'd be pretty cool.
I would not like Hook. I could not cast spells if I had Hook.
No, you can't. You can't like button a waistcoat or anything with it, or you can only really, well, hook things, I suppose. But I prefer having hands, frankly.
It's okay. If you lose your hands, Havelock, I will be your hands.
Yes, thank you, Mevalair. This is why I love you the most.
Let her back. Reading that back, I think it almost sounds like the cynic sleep was used on the inside man to keep him out of the way.
Maybe because he was working with them and he had information, and so if someone got hurt, then he would instantly know who did it. So it would be plausible deniability.
Oh, you got to say that right. Good job, Mevalair. Good job.
I do not know what she says.
Basically, he could say that since he wasn't there, he doesn't know anything.
Exactly. He could say, if he was under the induced effect of sleeping draft, he could say that that someone knocked me out and I wasn't here, and I wasn't even at the fair, and I would have no memory. It's crafty. He just said it by plausible deniability. It's very well planned out. Right, we're not getting anywhere. Just standing here in the cold. Let's head back to town and see what we can find.
Yeah, sounds good.
So what are you all doing then?
Well, is the festival still going on?
Oh, hell no.
Hell no, okay.
After the attack? No.
Are people still... I should say, are the people in the military still at it to investigate?
There are still Republic soldiers, and what you can assume is maybe militia.
Okay.
Still walking around.
Is the Catman here?
Yes. Beauregard, yes.
He is. Okay.
Catman's name.
So, what do we want to do? Do we want to just go up and say, hey, you know what happened? Can we help? Or should we maybe wait until, there's only one tavern here, so maybe they will go and get drinks, and then we can, do that there instead.
We could attach a message to an arrow and shoot it near them.
Oh, God.
Someone was just shot. I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm not sure I fully understand your sense of humor, Havelock, yet.
They'll certainly pay attention to it with what's just happened. It's effective.
Or assume that we were the culpable party and have us killed on sight.
I say we simply first approach the Leonin. He is familiar with some of us already. We approach with the simple principle. Like
Indeed,
Neville said, we just want to know maybe more about what's going on.
Indeed. The first thing we should do is offer our assistance and say that we're here to help.
The honest approach.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
How's Aki looking after Mev's jab?
he is looking a bit guilty and sorry for himself.
Do not worry, Aki. He's not fully honest. Again, we don't know what happened. He winks at
There
me.
we are.
Marine will look at Aki and be like, "You are a terrible speaker. Allow me to do so instead."
Yeah. Yes. I suppose if you are confident and know what you're doing, Marine, you indeed can be the spokesperson in this situation.
Go ahead.
I'm quite confident.
Yeah. Speaking of being a bad speaker, guys, guess how much? Guess what my charisma score is.
-1.
Yeah. No, lower.
-2.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You're supposed to be the leader of our party, self-appointed, and you have a negative?
I'm waiting now for the inevitable 0.
To be fair, like, you don't have to be the leader of the party and the speaker.
Yeah, that's 2 separate.
Nemesis has set very high standards. I hope you know this.
Nemesis is also a baroness.
Yeah.
Who is
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a snooty Englishman. He offered us tea.
Listen, not all of us can have the eloquence and pizzazz that I possessed.
The entire fabric of space and time ripples. No.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Marine. I guess it's your show. Go ahead.
Yep.
Let's see it.
Rain will approach Car and be like, "Salutations, my fellow sentient being. Things seem to have gone very poorly, haven't they?"
Yeah. You could, say that.
Mev's just
Has it-
waving from behind. A big smile.
May I inquire something, though?
Sure.
Is your captain alright?
He won't wake up, if that's what you're asking.
But he's a
Is-
He's alive!
My God.
He's alive.
But he's asleep, too.
Yeah. The, Ian thinks that it might be, poison of some sort.
Of course. Marine will look to the group.
Well,
As
it's very good that he's not dead.
Yeah, very least. I mean, Viroy's taken up as our, stepping captain, which is good.
Do we know that person?
You do not.
Okay.
Okay. What was the name again? Sorry.
Viroy.
Leroy
Leroy.
Jenkins. I know.
I'm glad I'm not the only person that thought that first.
See, I was waiting for one name to be like, okay. There they go, killing it. Okay. I'm glad.
Leroy Jenkins.
I'm glad it lasted at least it lasted longer than one session.
I thought you had originally said Leroy, so I'm
No.
sorry.
Viroy.
Is Marine going to continue?
I think he was just waiting for Ed to finish typing notes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Go ahead, mate.
Viroy, I do not believe we are acquainted with this one.
Oh yeah, he's an elf lad. Been here, he was here before I was.
Uh-huh.
But that's not saying much. I've only been here about 5 years.
Interesting.
Only 5 years.
Well, yeah. Why would you ever get posted out over here?
That is That is very fair. Perhaps we should meet with this Viroy at some point.
Good luck with that one.
I think what the robot is trying to say is maybe we should speak to him to offer some sort of help. I mean, it's kind of strange that all of a sudden this person was shot, but also like not killed, but asleep. That's weird.
Yeah, that's the part
It
that we
is
can't
weird.
understand. We think it's insurgents. After all, the insurgents that we have right now, from what I've heard, were Toe's previous militia. They did some smuggling or some stuff like that, and the Republic don't look kindly on that.
If I may, I'm unfamiliar with your healing methods and medicines, but I am a healer. Is it possible maybe I could see him, see what I could do?
So you're the one that helped him out when he got here, yeah? I saw
Yeah.
someone doing something.
Mm-hmm. We want to help, try and figure something out. We don't know what's happening.
I mean, you got any knowledge on poisons or what might be in that?
I'll only know if I can see him. That is the only thing I can say.
I know. I have a rudimentary knowledge of such things. I'm sure with the brains of me and my friend here, we maybe could figure out what effect has fallen him.
I'm more inclined to say that Aki knows even more than me in medicines. He's more well-versed and traveled.
Right, well... I'll have a chat with Roy and see what he says. He's, obviously not too keen on letting people see the captain after he's just been hit.
Yes, naturally, yes.
Is that right?
Well, yeah, because what if it's an insurgent coming in to finish the job?
If
That
it is
is
any
fair.
trouble, then we do not need. We were just curious if we could help.
I don't think it'll be too much trouble. I'll just let him know that. I'll let him know at the very least that I know you helped out initially, and that should be enough, but might take some time. Still patrolling and everything. Beyond that, you find any information, let me or one of the others know, and we'll see where we go from there.
What is the inn that we were staying at?
The Washed Up Sailor.
Okay. That is alright. When you want to see us again, or if there is any update, or if we can help, we are staying at the inn, the Washed Up Sailor.
Gotcha. If I'm able to get you lot in, I might bring Yen over as well. You know, three people who know their way around poisons and such is better than two.
Are we familiar
Yeah.
with that name?
You have not heard of the name Yen.
No. Okay.
Another
appreciate
one
it.
we're familiar with, but it would be appreciated.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be acquainted with him, you just need to go to his store, the Groggy Hangover.
Maybe we will do that, then we will get a head start.
Yeah, at the very least, you get the two of you can get acquainted with him. Maybe put your heads together and think. Maybe you'll know somebody who doesn't.
Perhaps. Thank you.
Alright,
Indeed, thank you.
stay safe out there. Stay out of trouble.
You too. Take care.
Aye.
We shall.
Bye! I look forward to petting you later.
Alright, I did promise that, didn't I?
Said when he's off duty.
Then, I have a suggestion for us. Havelock and Mevler, you two are familiar with the Simic, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe you can check him out. Learn what you can learn. Well, we just... Gori need to go to try and parse together some sort of story here, or at least another lead. Minaki will definitely stop by this... I think they call it an apothecary, right? Yeah.
Indeed, yes.
Okay. Well, we can stop by there.
What about the other people? Marine and Kindling.
And then the Marine, what are you guys thinking?
I was thinking of going to the Groggy Hangover, or perhaps back to Cell to ask if he had any knowledge on this Simic sleep.
Whichever you're more comfortable with.
Indeed.
And you, Kinnan?
I think that the Hangover is our best bet. We have you two. We could have Yen, and I'll take something out of my pack. We have the arrow.
Oh, okay.
We kept the arrow.
Nice.
Because didn't you also find something? Am I remembering something here? Because I'm pretty sure. No, I might be thinking wrong. It might have been the arrow. Well, you had the arrow. You kept the arrow, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Actually, real quick, when he pulls it out, can I take out the arrow that I earned and like just place it up against it and just see if it's like kind of the same? If it's like the same make?
Without disregarding the ribbon that yours has,
Mm-hmm.
looks very similar.
Mev's
is
having
the
a
same
brain
thing.
blast.
Then wouldn't that mean because these arrows, like they made them for the festival?
No, they're scented arrows.
I'm saying that like someone made them. That was the same person. Obviously they're standard arrows, but they look very extraordinarily similar.
Mm-hmm.
From the same maker, the same area.
Yes, from the same person that made these. Either maybe they came from the festival, or maybe they bought them from the same person.
This leans more towards your guys' idea that maybe there's an inside man, right?
Well, I mean, the parchment piece had admitted it.
Right. So, let's be curious but quiet, then. So that we do
Yes.
not raise ears.
Right.
Indeed,
Okay.
we should.
Then she's gonna put her arrow back, and she's gonna take Havelock's hand. Let's go!
Let us meet up in an hour or two.
Back at the tavern. Yes.
Okay.
Aye.
Okay, so which team wants to go first? Team Apothecary or Team Simic?
Roll for it.
Go for it,
One
yeah.
person from Team Simic, one person from Apothecary. Roll.
Who's feeling lucky?
Alright. Anna, do you want to
You
roll?
can roll. You can roll it.
Okay.
Okay.
Nail.
Okay, Team Apothecary it is. All right, so
Before we enter, I just want to ask Aki. Okay. What is our game plan? What exactly are we bringing up? Just to be sure, so I do not,
Well, I'm not sure there's exactly a wrong answer. You see, there's not really a game plan. We're not trying to deceive or mislead that person. We're both on the same side. We both have the same aims, making sure the captain of the guard gets better, and
Right. Okay.
so I think just go in there again. The opposite of what I did, and just come clean and say we're here to help, and we. Wait, who has the arrow on them?
That would be me.
And it's Kindling with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kindling, you do have a very valuable piece of information that we could use.
Maybe.
It would be a crying shame, and perhaps make us look a little bit guilty if we revealed it later. So I think, showing it to this young character could increase our efforts and bring a cure for the captain's ailment all the sooner.
I'm just gonna hand the arrow to Kodo.
Aye.
It's in better hands with you.
I do not know why, but thank you. I will hold on to it closely.
I always imagine with the big dude that Koto is, he's so careful not to snap it.
I have to daintily hold it in two fingers and put it.
Yeah.
you sort of hold it how I guess Hulk, Bruce Banner, hands over the food in Endgame.
Wow.
style.
Hands over the taco.
Right. Again, Aki.
I think is Marine with us, or
Yeah, I think you went with Team Apothecary. I think literally it's just Havelock and
Fair
Mevalair that are going to the Simics.
Right, because they know
okay.
them the best.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Aki, again, I feel like you know probably more medicine than me. but
Well,
I
I
do
was
neglect magic. knowledge.
part of my druidic education. I was taught basic knowledge of herbs and the power and the powers and the different specialities of certain plants. So
Okay. Well,
yes, I hope I can at least lend some help.
All right. Then we can simply just ask. Simply as that. And then move on.
Indeed. Right.
Okay. So just to describe what the groggy hangover looks like before you walk into it. The building looks as if it's almost been put together with whatever stone could be found. Like you see some bits of basalt, some granite, you see one or two bits of marble in there as well. But the building appears to be structurally sound. But as you walk in, it is very much less so. There's a lot of scuff marks on the ground. Some bits of the floor are actually missing, like some of the planks are missing. There's not a whole lot in terms of like shelves. So it's mostly just like an empty room with the counter on the other side, and you can see sort of like hunched over a book, just reading it. Appears to be a Aarakocra. The head sort of like in the shape of an eagle, dark brown feathers, and you can see he's just like looking down at a book and writing on some parchment occasionally. And you sort of like walk in, and he and so like catches you out of his peripheral, which is like, we're closed, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'm afraid we're not here on a commercial basis.
We're still closed.
Well, yes, but I think we're here to ask. I think you seem to be the person in town who deals with medicines and ailments and curing the sick.
Yes, welcome to the Groggy Hangover. It's sort of my job. How can I help then?
Well, we're seeing if you could assist us in figuring out what ails the captain of the guard.
Luca, you mean?
Yes, Luca, indeed, yes. I don't think we ever learned the captain of the guard's name, did we?
No, you never did.
Okay. Look at this.
And,
okay, there we go.
Who are you all?
My name is Ecclesia Ventore. I've come here from Naz on personal business, tracking down druidic circles, and my friends here are Koto, Marine, and Kindling.
And you came to me to ask about the captain because...
Well, we need to
investigate.
Indeed.
Oh, you're helping the Republic Guards. Gotcha. Well, it's not a whole lot to say, really. Doesn't wake up. His breathing's fine. Some blood loss, but that's expected when you get an arrow in your back.
What kind of medicines and magic have you tried on the captain so far? Are you aware?
I'm not the magic kind. I don't do that stuff. I'm strictly with medicine. Thing is with antidotes, is you gotta be careful with them. Gotta find the right ones, because some, depending on what poison it is, you give the wrong antidote, you're just gonna make it worse.
Right.
Of course.
So what I'm trying to do is try and narrow down what poison it might be.
Would it help if we were able to procure the arrow that struck the captain's side?
Be better if I had the vial that it was used for, but the arrow, I mean, if there's some residue on it, maybe.
That's worth an attempt. Koto, please.
The ends in the arrow.
I was wondering why it wasn't there where he lay. So I looked at it. Just so like examines it and place it to the side. Is that the only bit of information you have? You got the arrow? Or...
We know a similar level as you, that there was some sort of sleeping poison.
Yes, apart from just some sort of...
Indeed.
Apart from some sort of draft of that nature, and we're on the same boat as you, I guess.
sort of picks up the arrow again, takes a look at it, so like looks real close. Well, we're in luck. I see a bit of residue. Unfortunately, I don't know how much of it I can make use of. You just watch as he quickly place it down again. He pulls out a small cutting knife and just breaks part of the arrow off before picking it up. Take a while to look into it. So just examines it a bit more.
But so, except for the incapacitation due to this whatever sleeping draft on the tip of that arrow, the captain's fine. Apart from being struck by an arrow, he's awake. He's conscious.
No, he's not awake.
He's sleeping. Okay.
He's asleep, and no amount of dousing him in cold water or
Shaking him quite hard, or
yes, none of that will work.
That's cynic sleep for a reason, Rocky.
It does narrow it down to a few poisons, at the very least.
any of them that could be common to the area, or
That's the problem. None of them are common to this area.
well, what are the prime suspects?
I have around 6 or 7 of them, 2 of which I've already knocked out because getting a hold of them, even if you're among the Republic, is near impossible.
What would those 2 that you knocked out be anyways?
Oh, Dreadworm's Breath, and what is called Dreadnought's... well, basically Dreadnought's Breath. One is from a powerful dragon, the other one is from the Astral Sea.
And I imagine both are very difficult to coat on the tip of an arrow.
Well, if you're going to be... not to sound morbid, but if you're going to be using such expensive and powerful poisons, why use it on a person here? Plus, there's other symptoms as well. They're quite deadly, actually. It's just sleep is one of the symptoms.
And is there any inclination that Luca could have any of the other symptoms apart from just sleep?
Well, that's a problem. The only symptom I've found is sleeping.
Well then, are you aware of any cures for these? Or anything that could help?
With the 5 I've got remaining, 3 of them are antidotes that I have, 1 of them I don't have, and the other one is not worth bothering.
Well, if
Why is one not worth bothering?
Because
though?
by the time that we get the materials needed for the antidote, the poison would have worn off.
How much is this first poison? First antidote, sorry.
Well, it's an antidote that I already have. It's used in certain snakes. They have a sort of sleep paralysis. Another one is from spiders. The third one is by certain venomous plants. Those are the easy ones.
How much does it cost?
Oh, it's only a couple of copper, but...
If it is alright, I know you are closed, and I apologize, but would it be possible to procure one of these?
One of each?
Sure.
Give me a silver and I'll give you a dosage of each.
Got her hands over, picks throughout the pockets, pulls out a silver and carefully places it down.
What is this one you don't have? And why?
Because it's a lesser version of essentially a basilisk bite.
Oh.
Heavily diluted, so you need stuff from a basilisk. Basilisks aren't native to this area of Karmora. Plus, again, sleep is just a symptom. There's more things in there that doesn't match. And as I say, the final one is a case of, if it is that one, there's no point getting the ingredients, because the ingredients are so far away that the poison would have worn off anyway by the time they arrive.
Understood.
It would still be interesting to know what this one is called.
So the one which I don't have the materials for currently is literally called Basilisk Bile. The one which I wouldn't even bother is called Simic Sleep.
Can you repeat again why you wouldn't bother with this one? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Simic Sleep, it is relatively harmless. It simply puts him on a deep slumber for, on average, 10 days, though I've heard of it going longer. It's named after the Simics due to their long slumber from the time that they once walked to when they were reawakened a few years ago.
Mm.
But getting hold of that one is difficult anyway, because only the Republic hold on to those.
Right.
Is that right?
Yes, it's not really... The recipe for it is something I'm not aware of. I simply know it exists, and I know the antidote because it's sort of my job to cure poisons.
Well, Koro's gonna take the 3 antidotes that he's given. Hopefully, one of these work, and maybe some arcane crafts we can work to see, figure out something. Thank you so much for your help.
If Luca makes signs that he's going to vomit, please make sure he's on his stomach. That's a potential reaction of the antidotes.
If we run into more trouble, maybe we'll come back here to ask for more info.
Of course.
Indeed.
Are there any other questions or ideas we have for the gentleman?
Well, I mean, it's
That is a negative.
no, I think if we figured out that it might just be a case of wait the 10 days, I suppose. Not sure there's much we can do if, according to him, the ingredients are too far flung.
Okay. When Koro turns back around with everyone, thank you so much for your help as he extends out his hand to shake. It is great and always exciting to see and meet another beastman. I'm not native to these parts, so...
Reaches forward and just gives it a shake. Considering you're the first one since Porygon, I'll take it.
Then we'll be on our way.
Yep.
Alright. So,
As-
I must say that's as much as it might not be kind to say, that's a bit of a relief in my eyes, knowing that all it'll do is just send him in a deep slumber for 10 days, no other effects.
Right. It
In
leaves
effect,
the...
But it makes
Go
me
ahead,
think,
sir.
why go to
There is
the...
one-
Why? Of course, go.
There is one concerning thing about this, however. They said that only the Republic possesses this poison.
Indeed.
So our chances of getting it are slim, if at all. But the repercussions of not getting it are small.
Yes, but you need to keep in mind our own inside information.
Indeed.
If they were able to get something that was only given to the Republic, that must mean the Separatists have someone within that organization. But what my big question is, what's the gain? Why put a man... What is the gain of going through all this trouble just to put a man to sleep for less than a fortnight?
Perhaps this man was not the target. Instead, they were an obstacle to get rid of, to get to said target.
I'm more inclined to
I
believe
agree.
something like
I
that.
agree.
The captain was simply in the way.
Although it doesn't look good for Doesn't look good for the acting, Captain. That V-Roy character. It's... Perhaps in these 10 days he might be able to facilitate that true goal, but... I don't know. We have no proof, but he is certain someone we must at least see if we can glean more information about.
Indeed.
Anyways, it's getting late and I'm feeling a tad peckish. I'm going to head back here to the washed up sailor, what's it called?
Yep.
And see if I could grab some dinner. Would you feel free to accompany me?
I'm willing to. How about you two?
I have no need to consume nourishment like you beings do. However, I feel as if I should accompany you anyways.
Yes, you can at least. Yes, of course.
You can.
I just love a meal.
Aye. So do I.
Okay, and so in that case, yeah, I'll start heading off towards the back to the inn.
Alright. So, Anna said that she went to get food, but is...
Hi there.
Hi. So it's Team Cynic, but is Anna back, or...
We'll be back in a minute.
I'm guessing by the lack of response. No.
Okay, you know what, because of what time it currently is?
Take a break?
Yeah, let's take our 10-minute break now.
Okay.
Alright.
Nice.
If that's the case, we will continue on. So, Team Cynic. What you
Alright,
doing?
we're about to...
Bust in and see a crab, man. What's up?
Are you actually gonna bust in?
Yeah.
Oh, Havelock.
You're not my mom.
You act like mine. Alright.
Okay, so you barge into Sal's salvage goods. Sal is in there. You can see that he's currently he appears to have like his little sort of like wheelbarrow cart thing that you've seen him use, and you can just see he's just like placing things up on the shelves.
Sal, my man.
Yeah.
Hello, friend.
Hello.
We need your very specific help.
Right.
If we help you put things on the shelf, will you be able to help us faster?
I mean, I can do this while I talk. I have an extra pair of hands already. Just his claws like clack together.
Can we help you anyways?
By all means.
Alright. And Mebler's gonna go ahead and start happily, helping him put things up.
We lost someone.
We lost Ed.
There we go. Alright. So, we wanted to ask you a very specific question, but it also might be silly because this could just be a name, right?
Right.
Right.
So, do you know this thing called Simic Sleep?
So, like, pauses at that? Yes, I'm very well aware of it.
What is it?
It is a poison named after our slumber.
Oh, I see. Okay, so do you know how someone would come into possession of that kind of thing?
That that is difficult because it is a relatively new poison. I mean, Yen might know a bit more than me, but I've never seen him sell any of it. I imagine it's
Can I see if this conversation is making him kind of uncomfortable?
make an insight check.
With the way he sounds, he just always sounds uncomfortable to me.
There we go.
You have no idea.
Okay.
Do you know where we can possibly get it? How to make it?
You've got me on how to make it. Because you're not the only person that's asked about this, you know. No, it's not made from Oz. It is...
Implying it was made from you.
Mevalier just looks away. She completely.
You have no
was
idea.
thinking that.
You have no idea how many times Yen has asked me that.
I'm just saying, for hypothetical reasons, if we needed to make some of it, how could we possibly do that?
Ask someone in the Republic. They're the ones that created it.
Oh, okay. Well, that was one of the questions, but I also had another question.
Yes.
So, you know the druid-esque person that you mentioned, and you gave Aki the cane and everything?
Yeah.
Do you remember what they looked like, or if they gave you a name?
They did not give me a name. In terms of what they looked like. She was relatively young, probably about 15 if I had to hazard a guess. She had platinum blonde hair, which was a bit odd. Very messy platinum blonde hair though, because jungle. She was missing part of her arm as well.
Okay. And how many years ago was that?
Maybe about 5, give or take.
Is that when the new people came in? Because I heard that there was one militia and then they were replaced with another one.
I heard of that. I'm not too sure. I wasn't here. Like, the militia that's here now was here when I arrived. Ask Morrigan.
Vatican?
Morrigan. He's,
Morrigan.
Were you at the festival today?
Of course.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he, I believe, was the person. He said that he was taking part in that. He's a dwarf, usually.
There was any dwarfs?
Yeah, the person for the Dragon's Maw was the one that was.
Yeah, I was going to say the basketball game.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't. Havelock and Meb didn't do that one.
No, we did not.
No.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. We can check with him then. And one last question, I promise.
Okay.
Are you familiar with someone named Leroy?
Vaguely, he was the lieutenant of Toll's garrison. I hear he's now captain because our current captain is incapacitated.
Yes, that is why we were asking around about things. But I just wanted to know how familiar people were with him and how long he's been here, if he's been with this militia for a long time.
He's not part of the militia, he's part of the Zamaha Republic. But he's been here for a while. Very long time.
How long?
I don't know. Longer than I've been here.
Okay. That is fair. Thank you very much.
No problem. And thank you for helping me with packing up the salvage.
Can I look real quick through the salvage and see if there's anything worth buying?
Make an investigation check.
Investigation.
Food.
19?
19. Looking through, you see... That's comics. Looking through, I mean... Now, you do see like a small dagger that's sort of embedded in a bit of wood. That's the only real thing of value that you see.
Be for the dagger and the wood.
I mean, the wood is it's just wood. You can get rid of the dagger. Given you have been helping me out a bit, how about we say 5 silver?
Take it.
Right, takes 5 silver. You can add a dagger to your equipment.
Yeah.
Oh.
And a piece of wood.
Yes.
It's a 2-for-1 deal.
Thank you again, Sal. This was very nice of you. I'm very sorry to interrupt you 2 times in one day.
Oh, it is fine. I don't think I will be getting much business right now with all of this.
That is very sad and unfortunate. If
It's-
we come here again, I will make sure to tell people about how great you are.
They already know.
I will remind them anyways.
I appreciate that, little one. And just gives you a pat on the head with his crab hand.
Yes.
Is it me? But I feel like I will remind them means probably means I will go to them and gouge their eyes out if they don't go to your store.
No, that would be Havelock. Mevelair's a bit nicer.
Also, I do love how a pirate queen raised her daughter to be such a nice, kind, polite young lady. So sweet.
Hey, Mama didn't raise a child with no manners.
True.
Alright, Havelock. We should go and we should tell the others, and then we should find the dwarf person.
Well, you can't miss it. It's just look for a forge.
Oh, is he the ones that make the arrows?
They mostly get it imported in from the Republic themselves, but if they're a bit short, yes.
Wait, why?
Useful skill.
Why are you guys after a dwarf again? Sorry.
He might be related to Trothnar.
That's fair.
No, he said that he might have more information on how long the militia has been there and what they replace them with, all that stuff. So he's basically been around longer and might have more information about that.
I am getting suspicious vibes from this man, this dwarf, as well.
Mevelair is going to wrap her arms around one of Havelock's and just start dragging him out.
If you find a flask, find me!
I may have one. I will have a look around for it.
Thanks!
Okay, so I assume you heading.
We are gonna stroll up to the washed-up sailor.
Okay.
I'm gonna find our team.
All right.
In the time when they because I'm guessing have the apothecary crew reached the drunken sailor before the salvage crew?
They would. Sal's salvage good is on the far eastern side of town.
Okay. In that time, while getting dinner, I would have asked if they had any lobster or crab.
Oh my god.
And if they did, I would have gotten a plate for Havelock.
You're trying to bribe him. I love it.
You, the barkeep, is just kind of looking at you, just like, are you having a fucking laugh here?
Well, I mean, do you have any in this establishment? Have the local fishmongers at all, or the local fishermen been well stocking you with seafood?
No, we don't fish here. Have you seen
Which is
the amount
weird,
of
'cause
shit
they're
that comes on the beach? You can't fish there.
Cowards.
Wow.
They are right, you know. When I walked here, I did not see too many fish near the coast.
The only fish you get is dead fish, and they ain't nice to eat. Trust me, people have tried.
And you think it is just the salvage and the flotsam and the jetsam that scares them off? Or are the waters polluted in some way? Or...
Polluted? No. I have no clue. I'm simply a barmaid, dear. Ask a fisherman if you want that answer.
This girl's so fucking sick of Aki's shit.
Okay. I was just being curious, asking questions. No reason to raise a voice or. Okay, I will have whatever for dinner. I'll have whatever you have that's fresh and in good supply.
That can be arranged.
Thank you very much.
Do you need me to set the kettle up for you?
I think I'll be fine, thank you.
You spoiled bitch.
The few days that Aki has been here, she's kind of caught on that he's a,
Mm-hmm.
He's a rich kid. He's kind of used to like a certain level. Yeah.
And typical peasant spite to the upper class. He is sort of shining through, but yeah. So you eventually get the food. It's salted meats and a few bits of veg.
I suppose it'll do.
He's gonna get hit.
I didn't say it to her. That was me mumbling under my breath when she was telling
Her
me.
passive perception 20.
Yeah.
We all know barmaids are the most perceptive people in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. They are like where most town gossip comes from. Yeah.
Yeah. No, she it's pretty clear that even though she's making a jab or some snark here and there, she's not it's definitely not a hating thing. It's just
Mm-hmm.
oh, this is a person that I can be snarky to and not get in trouble with. So
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Or it's just like any person who works in retail when they get like a bit of like an arsehole customer. Yeah.
Yeah, where it's they're still being professional about it, but you can if you read between the lines, they are being dicks.
Yeah. Damning with faint praise and stuff. Yeah. I know what you mean.
But yeah, essentially you get your meals and such. Few minutes into eating your meal, Team Simic show up.
Hello, friends. We come here with information.
What were you able to dig up?
Mev is going to go ahead and sit by Aki, and she's actually gonna take a piece of meat and just eat it.
Oh, you can have as much as
Okay,
you like, my dear.
So, we learned
I actually talking. I saw push the plate a little, like about half an inch or so closer to her.
she gladly takes the offer and starts
does he have a
chowing down.
I don't know.
Does he have a drink?
Aki, do you have a drink?
I do. It's just a, I guess, a flagon of water.
Cool, I'm taking her from you too.
So basically, we learned that Simic Sleep does not come from Simic, but we don't know what's in it. And it was named after the long nap that Simic had until a few years ago, which means that it is a very recent poison.
I did hear about that. I did hear about that. Yes.
We have learned a bit more about Simic Sleep as well through our endeavors.
Yes, we learned that it comes that the techniques and the ways of making it are exceedingly rare, and the only people able to do it are the Empire themselves. No, the Empire, the Republic themselves. Since we asked Yen for any kind of an antidote, and he said by the time the captain, we learned the captain's name as well. He said Luca. The effects would have worn off. So I suppose there's nothing we can really do for his condition except wait. Really, he did assure us that with this sort of poison, it doesn't really poison you. It just sort of knocks you unconscious for about 10 or so days, and then you come to.
Well, doesn't that mean that then they wanted them out of the way for something?
Yes, which means the captain wasn't the target. Someone else in the captain's stead, or an end or a goal that the captain would stand firmly in the way of was Nicole.
I think it has something to do with Vivroy.
Yes, he is the most.
Because
He has the most to gain.
he became captain, but the thing is that if he only becomes captain temporarily for only like 10 days, if he was working with the rebel insurgent people, couldn't they really mess things up in that time? Because there's someone on the inside.
Yes, yes. 10 days is an awfully long time for spreading chaos and disarray. And someone being the acting captain of the guard. In a time like this, I'm sure no one will question his motives or motivations. We need to track down this Villeroy and see what his game is. If he has a game at all, of course.
Oh, I also learned that what was the dwarf's name? Morgan. Okay. I also learned that there is someone that has been here for a very long time, like probably when they switched the militia things, that might have more information, and they also work at a forge.
Seems pretty suspicious.
So
I think he
that
was
is
fair.
Yes, he was at the fair apparently. He was a dwarf, and his name is Morrigan.
Okay, interesting. I don't think we saw any dwarves among the folk in the jungle, but sure he has to gain. But if anyone knows the political machinations of the town, it would be him. Also, I guess if he's the town blacksmith of a sort, he would be the man behind the arrowheads, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then we could clarify where the arrow came from, whether it was something homemade by the separatists or came straight from the town armory. Or if it came from the sort that was used in the fair, or he'd be a useful man regardless, I think, for our findings.
We could do that, yes. Do we still have that arrow?
Pulls out the arrow. Oh, do I not have it?
You don't have the arrowhead. Yen got rid of it so that he could check with the residue.
There will actually be a problem. The arrow itself is currently in the possession of Yen, the town's apothecary.
Okay.
And yes, he said it was. From what he identified, luckily they had some residue on it, and he got to identify 5 different poisons, one of them being Simic Sleep. But he didn't seem too worried about it being Simic Sleep, given the rarity and the fact there's no other side effects like some other ones that incapacitate you like this can result in all manner of horrible things. This one is just relatively harmless, just out like a light for less than a fortnight.
I have a few ideas, suggestions, just to maybe throw out.
Of course.
Well, one, and I guess I should ask you all, at least with our current stance and knowledge of what is going on, I was hoping to maybe plan tomorrow to see if I could visit this captain who has been, put to sleep, so that I can identify the poison and let them know what it is. Would this run counter to what we want to do?
Well, no, it would, in fact, I think, it would be a good way of, letting the town guard and the official investigation, the official representatives in on some of the information we've gleaned, without, of course, painting a target on our backs.
I will only, and when I say identify, I mean literally. I can spend the night, focus on some magics to learn the spell, to then discern what it is, and only tell them such, that he will be safe for 10 days.
Yes.
Just so,
I can do likewise.
And I had another suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
And this was maybe for Keenan. While I want to stay mostly adjacent to the taking a stance or side on this. I do not want people to get hurt. And I was thinking, obviously, like we have thought, Captain's not the target, there's something else. So I would ask maybe, during the later hours of the night before we all fully retire, you are, I've noticed, very limber, very fast. Could you maybe just keep an eye on the barracks, or the area where the captain is being held, up until, you decide to retire?
Do you want me as a guard?
A hidden guard, yes.
That I can do.
Yes, that would just reassure my heart. I do not know what they want, but it's more than just this, obviously.
Mhm.
And for the most part, do not intervene with anything. Just let us know if you encounter or see anything off.
Well, to a limit, I mean, if you see someone getting viciously murdered or falling another foul fate, it would probably be good for you to stop it if you're there, or just watch it happening.
If you guys think that is the best idea, then I'm fine with that too, of course. I just want to make sure. I do not know what everyone's stance is on this right now.
Yes, I think having an eye on the nocturnal activities of the town would be a very good idea at this point. I agree. I think the most sneak thief inclined among us would be Kindlings. I think he's probably the best for the role.
Now, what was our next step then? We have garnered even more information and more people to possibly inquire about.
How late is it now?
It's still about evening. Your conversations didn't drag on too long.
We could probably go and talk about the arrow real quick before we retire for the night.
With who exactly?
Morrigan,
Right.
the dwarf.
If that is what you think, it's a good idea. I'm inclined to agree.
Yes, if he hasn't closed shop for the day and settled down for the night, I think. Yes, we can tick that off our list, and we can hit the ground running tomorrow with as much information as we can.
Maybe you guys can go ahead. I will just double check and maybe ask the town guard. Ask if I can see the captain tomorrow. See if that's his set up an appointment. I do not know how they do this. Just maybe ask, and maybe I'll meet you guys there.
Okay.
I will accompany Kota with this,
Okay.
just in case.
Does this sound good?
Alright. I think that is okay. But should someone stay here just in case, the big cat man shows up again? And actually, I think it should be me.
You would like to stay back?
I would like to stay here just in case.
All right.
Understood.
Yes, be our guest.
She really wants to pet him.
I'm sure whatever more information from him could be gleaned between just the two of you alone must be important to our goal, so yes, go ahead.
This sounds increasingly inappropriate.
Right. I wish you all luck in your endeavors. We will see each other very soon.
Alright, bye-bye.
You're right, because like if Mevela wasn't like a child or like child presenting, it would very much sound like she wants to fuck that cat man.
She's not a child.
Yeah. So you never know. She might. You don't know.
Yeah. Maybe that's her end goal. You don't know.
That's true.
You don't know.
Okay.
All right, let's head out.
Wait, how old is Mevelair again?
Mevelair is 18.
Oh, okay.
She is freshly 18 though.
Oh, okay.
I think for the sake of it, we'll go with Team Morrigan first. Just because of the whole more chance of information kind of deal.
Mhm.
So, Team Morrigan, you ask around to where Morrigan's Forge is. Thankfully, it's fairly simple to find since it's the only forge in town. It's more to the south of the town, and you can see that it's like there is some smoke, so like lazily coming out of the forge, but you can see that the embers are quite low at this point. But you can see Morrigan is there, sort of just starting to pack away several of his things. What do you guys do?
He wants to take the lead on this. Ask a dwarf mission. Hello.
Hello? Hey, who is part of Team Morrigan?
Me, Kindlin, Havelock. Yeah, me, Kindlin, Havelock.
No, I thought that it was you, Marine, and Havelock, because Kindling is going with Koto.
Oh, yeah.
No,
me,
Marine's coming
Marine,
with me.
Me, Marie, and Havelock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going with. Yeah, I was
Oh.
going with Coda.
So it's
Okay,
just me
so I
and-
guess it's just you and Havelock.
Okay,
Alright, we're doing this together, buddy. Let's go.
let's rock it.
You can do it.
Okay, so I guess I'll walk up to the doorway into the forge and say, hello. I hope I'm not too late and haven't caught you at the end of the business day, have I?
No, not really. Well, yes, but no, but... What is it?
We're here trying to we're here to helping the town guard figure out why someone would have targeted Captain Luca at the festivities earlier today, and we were told that you were potentially one of the more senior members of the town citizenry, and you could help us with figuring out the nature of the switchover between the militias. Because from our knowledge, the band that guarded this town changed a few years ago. Am I right?
Aye, about how long ago was it? Like 43 years ago, roughly.
Oh, wrong campaign notes. Okay, hold on. Mike. Okay, do you have knowledge why they did an entire shift in the barracks at all? Was it over the was it political? Was it over separatism or anything like that?
Well, that's a difficult one to say. If I remember correctly, something to do with like smuggling of some sorts. The public don't look too kindly on that, so there was a bit of a fight, and for some reason I'm struggling to do a Scottish voice. I don't know why. I think I actually know why.
It's alright.
Water now, probably. I don't know why, but the Republic got wind, troops came in, then something happened, and most of them got away. Well, most of them and their kids got away. At this point, most of them probably be dead by now. And your people came in, and we got a new militia.
I'm writing this down. The new militia came in. Okay.
You said his people. What do you mean by his people?
In regards to what?
I think you said new, not your.
Ah, I'm sorry, I can't hear for shit.
Okay. Would you suspect that perhaps, like, in targeting this seeming completely out of the blue attack on the captain of the militia, there could be some sort of do you think a grudge would run 43 years long, and someone would want to get revenge on the militia for their usurping of the old?
You mean the Republic, not the militia? The militia were brought in after.
Yes, but we're just trying to figure out any possible motives that someone may have for wanting to incapacitate the captain.
I don't know. Could be out of sheer spite. You know, knock out the captain, hope that the next replacement captain is not as experienced. The shit I'll look on that one. And just essentially waste resources, I guess.
Okay. Interesting. We'll just have to figure out some things. Also, out of curiosity, I'm guessing, being the town blacksmith did you make the arrows used in the fair?
On occasion. Most of the time they get in through deliveries. But if they need a handful, I can make them.
Okay,
Did you make them for this one?
Not really. They're just ones that we had left over.
if we brought you an arrow, do you think with your expert eye you'd be able to decipher whether it was where the place of origin for it would have been?
No, because the arrows are standard. They all, like, I could tell if it's a hunting arrow or a standard, arrow for battle, but beyond that.
So you couldn't tell if you made it here in the forge, or it was standard issue from the Republic, or it was made by an amateur with limited materials, or...
Well, an amateur would be able to tell. But,
Did you tell us who might have bought arrows from here for the festival?
Well, it's simply that, some of the guard came through and said, hey, we need some arrows for the festival. And I always give them the arrows.
Friends, I am looking for names, and I would like names now. Not just the guards, the names of said guards. Thank you.
Well, this time it was Luca.
Nobody else with him?
No. Vero was with him. But those two, since they work together all the time, they're always with each other.
Would you say they're good friends?
Vero's a bit of a dick.
Oh, is there some gossip here that you would like to inform us about?
Well, for one thing, he's been here even longer than I have. Hell, I think it was here before Tor even existed.
Mm-hmm.
He just seems to have a chip on his shoulder. My bets? Probably because he's never been able to get a promotion.
Is it because he's a dick that he can't get promoted?
Could be some shady shit. Could be the simple fact that he just doesn't give his all, or I don't know, maybe the Republic aren't too keen on a long living senior officer.
Aegis. Okay, thank you.
Yes, I think you've been of great help. We'll leave you to locking up for the night.
All right.
Yeah, I'll walk out.
Okay. So I think best one to go to is team. Hey, let's tell a guard that if we can arrange to meet the captain at one point. So Koto and such.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm assuming that it's like a barracks that we're trying to go to.
Yeah. There is a town barracks. It's it's the largest building in the town.
Okay, we're going to approach that and go to the first person that we see at the front of the door, or if there's no one, knock on the door, whatever.
There's a heavy guard presence, so as you sort of get close, the guards sort of close ranks a little bit near the door.
I stop. I'm going to just. My name is Koto Madre. I come because I'm the one who had healed the guard, or the captain, I think it was, who had been stricken by the arrow. Can I inquire about his state?
So one of them leans over and just whispers something to the other. So look again and whatnot. We've been strictly told to say that the captain is stable, though he does not respond to anything we do to him.
Then, it may or may not be obvious, but I am proficient in some forms of magic, specifically healing and such. I simply came to ask if the captain continues to not feel well, because we have heard murmurings throughout the town as well. If, at some point, I could maybe see and discern what ails him. I have magic that could help with such a task.
So
if not at all possible, that is fine.
So leans over and they talk a little bit louder. Go ahead and make a perception check, just to see if you can hear what they're saying.
Yep. Let's see.
10. You don't hear much, though you do catch the odd word. It's Baragons? Could work. The captain, though, and that's about all you hear. Until eventually it's we've heard of an individual that has offered their help alongside with someone else. I believe he was actually wasn't Baragorn meant to be meeting them? Yeah, it was actually, yeah. Well, you said your name was Koto, yes?
Koto Madure, yes.
Do you want to go write that down, or should I'll speak with him. You write it down. Oh, fine, okay. And you see one of the guards go in. Currently, because we're in a state of high alert, we can't let anyone in to see the captain today. Though Captain Viroy has said that he's willing to speak with the individuals that helped save his life in the morning.
Understood. I have others that assisted me during the state of affairs that had happened. I will let them know.
Oh, of course. Captain Rio wasn't specific. It was Baragorn who came in to say that he might have a solution, so we're simply going by what the big loaf says.
Understood.
They said goof.
Yeah. And then he changed it to something a little bit different.
Alright. Then, if that is all, I will wait for tomorrow and return with the ones involved, these included, as he points towards his friends to his side.
Very well.
He nods, and turns around and walks off with, if everyone else is good, unless, he takes a second to see if anyone else has questions.
Which would be kindling a marine, yeah?
Yeah.
Raina's just standing there trying to process the fact that that someone was supposed to come and see them. Never did.
Then we're off.
Okay.
Probably head back to the inn first.
Okay.
See if they have returned or not.
All right. So
Yep.
while you guys are going on your little conversation, Neverlair.
Hi there.
I just feel like just sitting there twiddling your thumbs. You do hear like a few like cheers and shouts from the entrance as you turn around to see Sparagon. Just sort of like walking through. He just sort of like looks around and finally notices you. Just sort of like, gives like a few people like a friendly pat on the shoulder and such. Some of the more drunken ones who sort of like get in the way, just like, not like roughly, but sort of like grabs them and slowly moves them to the side. Before like arriving at the table and just sort of like grabbing a chair. Ugh.
Hello. It's nice to see you again.
Yes, your friends aren't here?
Oh, they went out to go look and see if they could find more information.
I mean, I missed them. I must have missed them. All right.
Do you want a drink?
No. I'm heading home after this. This is the last thing I need to do before my shift's done. So, spoke to V-Roy. He's not letting anyone in at all today. But tomorrow he's more open to. Was meant to tell the Minotaur and such, but they're not here. So, you mind passing a message over to him?
I can do that, yes.
Right. Well, that's the last thing I need to do then. He like stands up and just like stretches.
Pardon.
Yeah.
She just stares at him with like really excited, expectant eyes.
But yeah, like basically like a child when someone takes out any amount of candy.
Just like takes off his helmet. Just like
Yeah.
brushes his hair a little bit and just like crouches down.
Yes, I'm going to pet him. She looks like a kid in a candy store.
His fur's a little bit coarse.
This is very nice. Thank you for letting me do this.
Promise is a promise.
Does he look annoyed?
He sort of like has a small smile. One of the drunken lot says, "Oh, look at that! The little kitty's getting petted. Oh, that's sweet." At this point, you just hear like a sort of like growl of anger come from Borgon. He sort of like jerks his head away.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. So like,
Your fur is very nice, though.
thank you. I try to keep it nice. Appearance is important around here.
Mev will nod at that. I will relay your message. Again, thank you very, very much. I was very excited about that.
You're rather unique. I'll give you that.
What do you mean?
I'll let you figure it out. He just gives you a pat on the shoulder and walks away. As he walks past the drunken person who like jeered him, you watch his as he just walks past and the guy's like, oh yeah, look at that. You watch as his tail sort of like sweep and knock him on the leg, and you just watch the drunk person just oh, sorry about that. Sorry. Wasn't paying attention. You'll be fine. And just walks out.
As he leaves, Mev's just gonna whisper to herself, what do you think he meant by that?
Right. So, does anyone else do anything on the way here?
I'm good.
No.
Okay. So,
I got my pets in.
you all reconvene once more in the washed-up sailor.
Hello, friends. It's nice to see you again.
Lovely to see you too. Did you manage to catch your quarry, so to speak?
Oh, yes, I met Catman, and I got to pet his fur, and it was very, very nice. It was a little rough from being in his helmet all that time, but I imagine when he brushes it out, it is very, very soft.
Odo
That's
carefully
excellent.
maneuvers his hoof so he could sit down at the table. We have a meeting tomorrow. The acting captain, I think his name is.
It's Leroy Champ, yes.
Yeah, Leroy. Yeah, he would like to speak to us.
Just a heads up to the rest of y'all, he's a dick.
Is he?
Yes, the blacksmith Morgan didn't have a lot of kind words to say about our dear friend. He did say that he's, not the most kind or gregarious man. Seemed to have something of a chip on his shoulder or a grudge or a bad attitude about the fact that he's very old and experienced. In fact, he seemed to imply that he'd been here since before Toe was here, and that a lot of his bile comes from the fact that he's that old, but is only the mere lieutenant, not the captain.
Well, maybe he knows about the Druid Circle.
That's what I was thinking. If there's anyone there who knows where they may have gone, it would be someone who predates the town itself, yes.
Everyone is suspicious of him.
When you guys said that you were going to meet tomorrow, and that was kind of the information that Brother Gon said. Brother Gon, oh my god, bro. That is kind of what he said, where you should try and meet Viroy tomorrow, because he does not want anyone to see the captain right now.
Did he say why?
Nope, that's really all he said, was that, he doesn't want people seeing the captain right now.
The barracks are on high guard right now. Not too surprised. No, I just want to clarify. I'm sorry. Havelock. When you said that he was a dick, do you mean he is promiscuous?
I don't have the answer to that, but we sure can find out.
I think that he means that Viroy...
Mevler, shush. It does not speak time.
What?
Oh, be nice to her, please.
I am fairly certain that he's.
This, we'll figure it out.
I am fairly certain they are not a male reproductive organ, though.
Okay.
Keenly identified, Marine.
Wouldn't it be really funny if it was just a walking penis?
That would be hilarious. No.
Koto just sits there in confusion.
Oddly, Krisk is a little bit taken back at Mevelet saying the word penis. I don't know why. But
because I think what he meant by calling him a dick was that he's not an agreeable character. He has a lot of negative traits that would make someone not like him very much. That's a dick.
While he's saying this, I'm just gonna lean down and whisper privately to Mev. So, you want to sneak out tonight?
What will we be doing?
You want to go make him into a walking penis? We can do that.
What? What does that mean? How? What do we do? It would be
Oh.
really, really funny.
Okay, so we're gonna need to get ourselves a writing set. I'm pretty sure we have something somewhere, or Aki here has one, and we can probably just take it, borrow it.
Can I hear this?
16 perception around a table.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really want to try to not have Aki hear it, you can roll a deception, because you are going up against a high passive. Or move away.
Oh, I don't care if he actually does hear this.
Okay.
I'm just talking to her.
You hear
Okay, so we can
You do
probably
know-
borrow it.
You do know if you want a pen and paper, you can always just ask, right? And it's fine you're sneaking out, but just I'm not a parental guardian. It's just if you if it doesn't incapacitate your abilities for the morning, then everything will be fine.
Alright, fine. I want to vandalize this man.
But we don't even know what he looks like.
You do know that, from what Koto was saying, that the barracks is the most secure place in the entire town, right?
You don't like a challenge?
No, but I'm not a fan. Well, I do like a. Well, depends on the challenge, but I don't. I'm not quite had the skill set for a prison break. You see.
Oh, wait.
That's true, you
Unlock,
did.
unlock.
Yeah, what's up?
I have a better idea.
Yeah, what's your idea?
Come with me.
I'm gonna go with
her. They're gonna go just like to the other side of the bar real quick.
Okay.
And she's going to whisper to Havelock. Right now, we don't really know what this person looks like, and also the people are on high alert, so that seems really dangerous. But what if we did it to Aki?
Yes. And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
That poor barmaid. Let's ask her to just warm some water. We could probably get him to piss himself into sleep too. That would be hilarious.
Like we put his hand in the cup, right?
Yeah!
Yes! Alright, I will go ask for that in a little bit. We have to wait until he goes to sleep.
You know
Honestly-
you know what?
Hmm?
Give me a few moments. Hey guys! I shout back to the rest of the group.
Did I hear that conversation?
No, we went to the other side of the bar.
You're on the other side of the bar. You wouldn't, unless you can lip read, you would not be able to make out what they're saying through the noise of everyone else in the bar.
Okay, what if I... Okay, I don't think I...
You don't have that feat, so I don't think it's cool.
No, I don't.
It's no, so
Oh man.
Although not gonna lie, I'm fucking excited for this.
Yes, make the rich pompous man's life misery. Yes.
Alright, so Havelock's calling out to you guys.
Yes. What is it? Yes. Have a look. How can I help?
Anna.
I apologize, I didn't realize I had hit the thing. Drinks on me, what do you want?
Just a glass or whatever of water would be perfect. Thank you.
Free drinks and you're drinking water. No, I'm fixing that. And I'm gonna order him the strongest of whatever they have. 2 of them.
okay. It's whiskey. That is their strongest drink.
Yeah. Actually, fuck it. 2 for everyone.
2 for everyone.
Okay.
Mevelair gets milk.
Okay, you give Mevelair this milk after handing everyone alcohol. She looks at it and she looks at you, and she just has this look of distaste on her face. Just sheer
Mevelair,
disappointment.
we need to be right of mind. Remember?
Oh yeah, right of mind. And she points to Havelock's drinks. What is that? Right of mind.
So the only people who need to be right of mind are you two. Is just Mevelair, yes? Is that what I'm getting
No.
here?
It's us. These are for when we get back. Give me one of those milks. Now.
No, it's my milk now.
Yeah, is it your milk now?
Don't make fun of my accent. That is very rude.
Do not wish to share with tall man.
Mevalier immediately double fist both of them.
Wait, who were the both?
She throws back both the milks
All
and
right.
just chugs them.
Okay.
Wait, she has 2 milks. What? Why'd she get 2 milks?
Because everyone else got 2 drinks.
So
So
presumably she
have-
was like, okay, fuck it, 2 milks, yeah.
So
I do not-
Havla gave her 2.
Oh my god, she's gonna be wasted on calcium, fuck.
I don't think this liquid is good for the seaweed on my head.
I did ask for water, you do know. I was speaking common. I don't drink. I don't do anything unless required to muddy the senses and cloud the mind. Thank you.
I'm going to respond to him in Primordial. I'm sorry, I don't understand Common.
Oh, wait, did you just say primordial?
Yes.
Marine will immediately look to you and actually respond back. I did not know that you speak this language too. Interesting.
Fish friend?
Yes, I am very much friends with fishes.
You want to hunt crabs tomorrow morning?
Do you mean actual crabs?
Yes.
Crabs.
It seems
Um,
interesting. I would
All right.
enjoy that.
You, me, tomorrow morning before the rest of these guys wake up. We're gonna go to the beach. We're gonna hunt some crabs.
As they're talking in Primordial, Mev is gonna sit by Aki, and she's gonna, okay, so how she would have to do this, because Aki is so fucking tall, is she is actually sitting on her knees on the bench to, like, make herself taller, and she's gonna wrap her arm around Aki's shoulder. Listen, Aki, so,
Could
you say that you don't drink, right?
Yes. Could you just let go of me? I don't know you that well. Sorry.
No, because we are friends now. But
No. But I'm asking you not to take your hands off me, please. Thank you. It's a kind of thing to do. It's to stop touching someone if they don't want you to touch them. Okay. So can you please just say your piece, but just don't.
okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mevalair moves her hand, like, just staring at him. Anyways, you say that you don't drink. Is that because you have never drank before, or because you did it and you didn't like it?
I have drank before, and yes, I don't like it, but it acts as a detriment to my abilities. And I was taught at a very young age not to do anything that would muddy the mind. Thank you.
You don't have a lot of fun, do you?
I do, but my own sort of brand of fun. Have you ever played? I'm quite good at card games. Have you ever played 3 Dragon Ante? I'm a dab hand at that.
I play lots of card games, but also, you just threw a fit at me touching you, even slightly. Doesn't
Well,
sound
yeah.
like you have a lot of fun or enjoy life in general.
Look, I do, but there's a certain decorum and way of doing things. I'm afraid I'm sorry. I'm sorry for acting out of you. I don't drink, but I do. I used to go to many society balls and parties and social events before I came over here, and so yes, I do have my own fun, but not the getting blackout drunk, making mistakes, and stumbling around in the dark kind of fun.
Blackout? That is very strange. You must be very bad at drinking. But anyways, what I was going to say is that you are kind of a stick in the mud, and also your way of doing things may differ from how people do things here. So you should really learn to take a breath. It's okay to have changes. Change is good. Obviously,
I know.
you don't have to chug down a drink, but you should breathe.
Yes, I know. I was a mentor of mine used to tell me things very similar. It's just I'm in a whole new world, thrust in situations have no experience in. And so it just gets a bit too much. Do you understand? And I told you about my mark. Yes, I think I showed you at it when we first met.
Mm-hmm.
One of the effects of that is it magnifies the senses. You see, so when someone speaks quietly, it's almost like a shout in my ears. You see, when a loud noise occurs, it's like, for instance, like the cannon blast. We heard it a while off, but to my perception, it was almost like it was going off next to my ears. So you can see how, when I'm not used to certain things or in a new environment and not quite used to it, things can get a bit overwhelming, if you understand. But you are right. I do need to be more at peace with the flow of life and the world, and take a breath and calm myself. You are correct. I will start doing that from now on. Thank you.
I did not really expect you to. Anyways, I'm going to go up to my room. So, bye-bye. And Mevalier gets up and she's gonna go.
Sleep well. Don't stay out too late.
Switching back to common. Good night.
She does not answer Aki. Good night, Havelock.
Sleep well, sentient being.
Is this alcohol? Where's the milk? Hold on, I'll be right back.
With this, though, Marine's actually going to look at one of the glasses in front of Aki. He's going to shrug and just drink it.
Hold on. Save one of those for me, will you?
Affirmative.
You can have mine. Also, Tom, how much do I need to subtract from my coin to pay for all of this?
It's 3 copper per whiskey.
Thank you.
I'll just pay a silver. What's
So,
the thing?
have I got 3 glasses in front of me?
Yes.
Can Tom?
Yes.
Hold on. Let me check. I have it. I do have it. Could I use purify food and drink to remove the to turn the whiskey back to water?
Not quite like that, but you could get rid of the alcohol concentration.
I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll use purify food and drink to get rid of almost all the alcohol in the whiskey.
Okay.
And then I'll just go up. Cheers, and I'll drink the 3 glasses.
Yes, I think water has a better taste to it. I think for future reference, you see.
Man, if only they sold some drink changing things that are, randomized.
Yes, I suppose you can play many a jape with people with that sort of thing.
I do not know if such a thing is made anymore.
Ooh, Thomas.
What?
Do you think flavor bombs are in NASA?
They would have been, yeah.
God's headache. Finally start
Our
their
business took up.
You say that. I think I heard of some places in NASA. It was some gnomish and ingenious little invention. They were these little capsules that you could drop in a thing of water and would change the alchemical makeup into any manner of alcoholic beverage. I think they were called flavor discs or something like that.
Fuck kind of name is a flavored disc? That sounds dumb as hell.
It does. It was something like that. Flavor ball or something like that. You see.
Child, please ask your question.
Oh, of course. 2 seconds.
And yeah, he will purify the 2 glasses. He'll purify his drink as well. So let's get rid of.
You guys drink alcohol. The fuck.
I'm already back with my milk as I sit down at the table and continue drinking.
What an incredibly useless way of using purified food and drink. I love it.
Hey, look, it's just experience for when you need to use it later on down the line for more important things.
Yeah, like a lot of whiskey.
So,
Like drinking alcohol.
So, can I? Wait, so is Havelock there? Is she so is everyone basically except Mevelair in the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So?
No one's left.
Okay.
Other than
Fair enough. Okay, I'll turn to Havelock and just say, I just had an interesting conversation with the that ward of hers. I had something of a bit of a rudeness and impertinence I hadn't picked up before.
Mm-hmm.
I hope what you two are planning to do tonight wouldn't be of a criminal variety, or could perhaps backfire on us, would it?
I mean, I don't know. It's her plan. I'm just following along.
Insight check, please.
Okay, insight check.
Koto's going to turn towards Keenan and say, please keep
Might
an eye
roll
on the
he might
Brox
roll
and them
lower,
if
though.
possible.
Oh, you mean
Oh.
you beat?
What does that mean?
You beat?
So what does it mean if it's a deception versus insight thing and we get equal?
Then
It means that you
win.
can see through like whatever lies.
Yeah, because deception,
Okay.
deception is essentially setting the DC.
Okay, let's go.
Yep.
You seem to be something of a guardian or ward for her. It's of paramount importance that we don't attract any kind of attention from the law or whatever what of enforcement you'd call the militia here. So, as long as whatever you two are planning to do for the evening, please make sure it won't bite us in the behind or land you two on the wrong side of a prison bars. Do you understand?
I mean, my existence here could just land me on the other side of prison bars, but I can assure you, it's not going to be that bad today. Might be tomorrow. Not today, though.
Just try not to escalate things, okay? Like the best laid plans are said to be, oh, it was one small thing, and often it ends up with, people dead in a naked albatross.
I switch back to Primordial. I still don't understand the common. Grab my drinks and walk upstairs.
Again, Keenan, please just keep an eye out. I do not know what they plan, nor do I really care. I just want to make sure that we are all good.
Mhm.
Understood?
I'm already out.
No? All right.
He dipped.
But
He's
before you
gone.
leave, I'll make sure to tell you that we'll set a time, like midnight or whenever time you set. I'll stay awake till then. If you're not back, we will come get you, or at least I will. Understood?
Understood.
Cool. Stay safe.
You too.
Now, Aki.
Koto.
Koto is going to stand up at the table. Well, not on the table, at the table. He's going to stand up, furrow his shawl. He's going to look at you, and he's going to say, with a stone face, I challenge you, Aki.
To what exactly?
He simply nods his head, says, come, as he walks
upstairs. I would like you to do me the honor of at least elucidating a single gobbet of information about what you have
Right.
planned.
It is a game of skill. It's what my people call it. I usually do it, or at least I used to with my mudra, my mother, to test our wits. I wish to test mine against yours. I'm not good at said game, so I would like to learn from someone who seems to maybe know more.
Well, in that case, I'd be honoured, my dear friend. And I will stand up and follow him upstairs.
Okay. So, God, who's best to go with on this one?
Do we want to save Mev and Havelock's bizarre adventure for last?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if that's, I think.
Can I?
What's up, Tom?
Can Marine just go into standby mode in the middle of this? In the middle of the floor?
Sure.
Not even in a corner, just in the middle of the room, basically.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. Well, since Nate's on BRB, I guess. What is this test of skill, Koto?
Right. So, Koto walks into whatever room has been given to us, or him.
Mm-hmm.
He invites Aki in, if it's not his room as well. And Koto's going to begin to pull out his pack and begin to dig around his many items. And he begins to pull out a few small candles, just a few of them. Not 4 or 5, as he places them on corners of the room, as he lights them one by one.
I'm starting to think that what you think of a game is actually some sort of arcane ritual. Okay.
Well, we treated it like a ritual, yes. Many of those who wished to learn how to specifically fight, how to manage, would take part in this game. Learn from it. They would practice against each other mercilessly, day in and day out. I wasn't very liked within my tribe for obvious reasons, so I did not get to test my skill often, only get some other. So
I hope we're not going to be playing this night and day as well. Like how you just described, I'd like to get at least a little wink of sleep before tomorrow.
my mother usually beat me within 20 minutes.
From how you describe her, I'm not sure I quite even come close to eclipsing her skill, but I will.
We shall see.
We'll aim for an
Just to-
hour, okay?
Just to try and pass the time until we maybe catch wind of Kinlin, or if the
Indeed.
time is allotted. You must
Do you
find-
do you need a hand with setting up these candles?
Yeah, as he kind of just explains the whole setup, just small things, and he's going to take out a... What is this?
I don't know, Big Man,
Three
what is it?
dragon ante.
Yes, it's a card game.
Yes, he pulls out this 3 dragon ante card game that has been modified by the Orcish cultures or whatever. He explains the game. It's very simple, and it's basically just how he perceives the game to you, Aki, is that he doesn't care about winning. It's about learning tactics for how to win.
Fascinating.
So it's a fairly creative game in his mind, and as he explains it.
So very much the journey, not the destination.
Right. Of course, it's going to use the same rules as whatever the fuck Dragon Ante does. 3 rolls or whatever. But
Fascinating.
these are the stakes and the rules. Are you willing?
I am, and it's fascinating you phrase it like that. You see, it was my grandfather who taught me how to play, and he'd always phrase it as, no matter who won or who lost, as long as we learned and became better people and enjoyed ourselves, by the end of the game, we both had won. So, I think your tribe and your grandfather, my apologies, Perhaps I didn't quite get all the alcohol out of those whiskey shots. Possibly it could have been that my grandfather and your tribe may become fast friends.
Maybe.
Sadly, he's half a world away, and I'm here, so...
Right.
Anyway, shall we play?
Aye. Kodo has a notable smile at this point.
Yeah, so does Achilles. It's more of sort of it's sort of like a smirk and a glimmer of his eye of like almost like nostalgia.
So you just want to do a 3-roll? 3-roll?
Yeah.
Best of 3? Or best
Yeah,
of
yeah.
What stat are we using for this?
What stat are we using for this? Should we use
either wisdom or intelligence, I guess, or whatever?
Okay. Should we? Well, if it's like what card would be used for this for one thing or whatever, I feel like that would be wisdom, like using sort of like common sense and like logic to do it.
Okay.
So I reckon should we do wisdom versus wisdom?
Okay.
Okay, do you want to go first?
Kodo's gonna make the first move. A wisdom check. 18. Strong start. I floop the dragon. He protects the kinsman at the castle. What is your move?
You put yourself in an incredibly strong position. Now, let's see. I could stall the games. Here's an idea. Let's try. Let's give this a go. And very tentatively, he pulls out a card from his hand and lays it on the table.
Ooh. Oh. The dragon trumps that one.
Drat.
The castle is not impenetrable, though. Let us see if you find another way in.
Interesting. Okay. Wait, so who goes next?
Me. We're just going 3. Just 3.
Okay.
Second roll. 11. Okay. Kodo's gonna send the assassins to try and go towards your barracks.
Okay.
Hit you from behind.
Wait, is this like? Is it? I don't know much about this game, like in the lore of Dungeons and Dragons. Like, is that actually like official rules? Like,
no, I'm just making shit up.
There is an official rule book for Free Dragon Ante, but while you guys have been talking this, I've been looking over it and I'm just there like, yeah, we'll do it Maui's way.
I'm just bullshit.
This is a cool way of almost like
because the normal way involves like decks of cards and.
Oh no, fair enough.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's almost like this almost like weird sort of like dungeon, like dragon chess.
Yeah, I'll put the PDF in the general chat, but just for the record, we're just gonna go with how Maui's doing it.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That's a very strong hand. I've got the defensive position already. Now you're sending assassins to sally out and stop me. See how we manage. Let's go. If we can close ranks and see if we can find perhaps a smaller inside man.
Oh, a tie.
What happens there? A tie.
Yeah, I think that just cancels out. You know, the assassins got blocked, but you couldn't make it advance.
Let's say, So let's say the assassins picked off a few of my men, but wasn't enough to do any serious damage.
Right. Okay. I've exerted effort, and there wasn't a win there.
It was a bit. You wasted some valuable resources, but took some as well.
Okay.
All comes down to this, my friend.
I'm going to tell my sages to begin starting the ritual to scry onto the secrets within your castle. Learn more about your weaknesses so that I can win, maybe.
I'll have all my mages focusing on perhaps a tremor or earthquake incantation to bring your walls low. See how we manage.
Oh, my defenses are devastated. The dragon cannot defend against an earthquake.
This really feels like LARPing within the high fantasy world. This is great.
This is 1-to-1. We're 1-to-1.
Yeah. So it all comes down to this. Okay. So. Yeah. I quite like the idea of it's almost like.
Oh no! I try a last-ditch effort. My champion rides the dragon in, attempting to do battle against the entirety of your forces. Let's see. Let's just see what you roll.
Yeah, because it's a loss either way because
Yeah, because I have 4 wisdom.
yeah, you
Oh.
can't roll any lower than a 5. So
Let's see how bad you beat me, though.
It's going. I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying to do a bit of a poker face, but not really managing it. So let's go. Okay, let's see. It's a brazen tactic. Let's see if it pays off dividends. Let's see what happens. Yeah, and
Oh, they had spears, the weakness of the large creature.
I believe my statement for a form of phalanx and spears right into the belly of your vast dragon. I'm afraid that's game, my friend.
I surrender. I surrender. Well played. Well played.
You too. That was a very close run thing. Your people taught you well. And still, how about we do best of 3, eh? Best of 3 games.
All right.
Settle it for the night.
All right. And I assume Kodo and Aki are just going to be playing until later in the until we finish up, or until we get word from Kinlan or anything like that.
Yeah.
I assume so. Okay, so if that's the case, since we've already said that Neville and Havelock stuff is last, Kindling.
Maui, I feel like you and I need to DM each other and figure out these new cool 3 dragon anti rules. And try to invent the game.
I'm gonna do it with everyone at some point. You were just the first one.
Just
Oh, nice, yeah.
So everyone's been warned. So, Kindlin, you're heading towards the barracks, are you?
9 dragon anti. Kinlan!
I'm here.
Okay.
So what you doing?
Let's see. I want to keep my distance,
Mhm.
like a decent distance from the barracks, and try to make myself seem inconspicuous.
Okay, make a self check.
Do
16. Okay, you're fairly sure you're well hidden. All right, and what is it you're trying to do while you're stealthy?
overall, keep an eye out for anything entering or leaving the barracks.
All right, okay. And you've got dark vision, yeah?
I do have dark vision.
Make a perception check. Just a straight perception check. Okay. So, you sort of crouch down and sort of make yourself comfortable, and you just watch the barracks. You wait. You wait. You notice the swapping of the guard to the night shift. Keep waiting. You wait. And then you spot something. A figure heavily wrapped in a cloak heading away from the barracks, northward.
I would say still trying to stay stealthy. Try and follow him.
Okay, make another stealth check. $14. Okay. So you make your way. You have to sort of run a little bit just to initially catch up as the figure is moving at speed.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually you're able to catch up and begin to sort of tail him. Figure keeps going northward. Further north. Gets to the edge of the town. And keeps going north. Do you do anything?
What time is it right now, would you say?
It's difficult to tell. maybe about 10 or 11.
Alright. In that case, I think I'm gonna try and dash all the way back to, I forget what the tavern was called.
The washed up
The tap.
sailor.
Washed Up Sailor, thank you.
Okay. So you sort of like watch as the figure heads in the direction of the jungle, and then you turn around and make your way back to the washed up sailor. Inside, you can see that it's now deserted, with the exception of Marine just standing there in standby mode.
I'm gonna try shaking him awake.
Just shake it.
Nothing happens.
I don't know if Marine does anything happen.
Marine will eventually come out of it. Hello, friend.
Hey, big guy. I spotted someone, pretty heavily cloaked, heading towards the north end of the town. I think he's headed into the jungle now. He was leaving the barracks. That seems strange, to say the least.
Indeed, it does. Should I stay outside and stand sentry?
That sounds fine. You stay out there, and I'll go up and wake the others.
Of course. I shall do so. Marine will just walk out.
And I guess I'll head on up, probably heading to Odo's room first.
Okay. You, Koto and Aki, you hear the door open, and there's kindling.
You're back.
Oh, tell you what, Maui, do you want to do a quick D20 roll between each other to see who won the rest of the games?
Good. Can just do a little. Okay.
You never know. Yeah, okay.
Okay. And then the third one. Oh.
Okay, so I won all of them.
Okay. I've learned quite a lot. And then you're back already? What happened?
Someone strange, leaving the area of the barracks. They headed straight out of town and into the jungle.
Which way? Like, towards which part of the jungle?
North.
Do I remember what was north of the town in the jungle?
North was
Where we came from.
Yeah, it was roughly where you had came back in from.
And while we may not have true direction, that can only mean possibly towards the insurgents camp.
Mm-hmm.
Koto stands up and he begins to pack his things. I don't know what we need to do, but let's see what we can.
All right. I guess I'm gonna head to Nevalair's and Avalok's room next.
Wait, so are we going to pursue...
Woo.
What are you saying, Aki? Ed?
No, they say, are we going to pursue this character now, or just keep the information and follow up with it in the morning?
Let's do a light look around. Think about what this means and just move forward slowly.
All right.
I don't think any confrontation should happen tonight. But
Okay, right.
we need to move while the trail is fresh. Just learn anything from this.
Fair enough. All right.
Okay.
What about Nevalair and Havelock?
So Kindling open the door. obviously Mevalair, has said that they're happy to join in. What about you, Havelock?
I am going with Mevalair to do the plan that we had once Aki was asleep.
Okay, Aki is not asleep right now. They're about to go have a little mooch around.
Mevalair, how did you end up with all these twigs in your hair? You didn't fall. You didn't trip.
Peach on BRB, so...
Ah, of course. Alright, ignore us then. Have fun.
So wait, so is Peach going to joining us, not with Havelock?
I don't know. All I know is that she's joining you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Okay.
Let's get the move on.
Alright. So, you all quickly vacate the area, the inn. Where are you heading? Heading north?
It's cold here at night.
Yeah, Kinnan.
Yes, lead the way, Kinnan.
Yeah, to the best of my ability, I'll try and lead them to the last place I saw the person.
It's easy enough to do since you have landmarks in the form of the town itself.
So this is where you... So basically he takes them to the edge of the forest?
Roughly, yeah. It takes them more to the edge of the town where the forest is directly ahead of you. About 150, 200 feet.
Side of him, yes.
Most important thing. Kinnan. He puts his one hand on your shoulder, or on the side of your arm. See, if possible, how deep into the forest you can see these tracks, and just see what's along the way. Do not engage anything. Just see where this path seems to go. Learn what you can learn.
Is he casting guidance?
Yes, I am.
Careful.
I guess I'll head on into the jungle, see where a worn route is. So
Make a survival check.
alright. Oh no.
Guidance gives you a D4 to use, doesn't it?
Yes. And that's that. Ah!
13. Even though you have dark vision, you can only obviously see in shades of grey, which makes it difficult to see among the dark vegetation below. You're able to follow the trail up until it goes to the dungeon. You're able to get a few feet, and then you just lose it.
The dungeon?
The jungle.
Okay.
Okay.
There you are.
It could be classified as a dungeon.
I know. Well, yeah, I suppose.
How many video games have you played where dungeons are forests? Have you never
Yeah,
played
true.
Zelda?
Yeah, good point. Yeah, Forbidden Woods in Wind Waker. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Tell you what. So, can I ask, Kinning? So, do you know the spot exactly where he entered the forest?
Do I?
There must be perhaps some sort of marking, some sort of indication that this is the path through the woodland.
Do I actually know exactly where they would have entered?
No, you turned around before that happened, but your 13 survival check, you were able to follow from the field. You just lost the trail when it went into the jungle.
Okay.
Okay. Can I go to where the beginning of the jungle? Can I look for any druidic markings?
Make a perception check.
Yeah.
$14.
Oh, sorry. 1 second. 18.
No druid markings.
Right. So it was worth a shot. Okay.
So these are definitely the ones we are acquainted with.
Yes.
Aki, since you have a good eye, can you maybe take a far-out look at the backside of the barracks, just to make sure all the openings that there are that could have been made out of? If there are any guards at the back or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah. I'll look back and see what the situation with the barracks is.
Okay. Well, the barracks is a fair distance away.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I'll walk back with them if need be.
Fine. I'll walk closer to the barracks and sort of see if we can retrace the steps.
Yeah. So you're able to. You sort of notice it, like the path based on what Kindling told you, and it's fairly simple to see that there appears to be an open window.
Okay.
About maybe 6 or 7 feet, above the ground. You can see the shutters for it have been. It looks like they've been opened outward from the inside.
So someone already inside left from the barracks and then break in.
Keep in mind exactly what window that is, what floor that is.
What floor was it again? Sorry.
Ground floor.
Oh, okay. How many floors are there?
It consists of 2 floors. Ground floor, first floor.
Ground floor.
First floor, second floor if you're America.
Okay. Keep that in mind for when we eventually go there tomorrow. Now, what do you think? What do you guys think?
I don't know. If it was someone of the esteem of the acting captain, why would he need to leave the window? If it was someone would have. Unless we can find a point of entry, there was of someone breaking in surreptitiously, and then we can't find. And it may not have been an outside party, someone from inside the guard. Someone from inside the militia, sorry.
Yeah, right.
Just think about, and it still doesn't count out the acting captain.
And Kinnan, you said he was simply completely cloaked. You couldn't make out any discerning features or bubbles.
No.
Yeah.
That's why I came to you.
Right.
It seemed like he was trying to hide his identity.
Well,
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I only have the simplest of suggestions. That is probably not a great idea.
All suggestions about it. Go ahead.
We simply wait until they come back. I do not know when they will, but my gut can only assume that they would be back before morning.
Well, so you were saying we have someone here all night?
I would personally suggest more than one, but that is the only thing I can really think of right now.
We could bring Marine here. It's not like he exactly needs sleep the same way we do.
He doesn't, and I
You're right.
imagine with his not having quite an organic makeup, he might have a really remarkable sort of memory.
Okay. Good idea.
Yes, fantastic. We get. Well, he'll be a bit conspicuous. We may need to hide him.
Right. Okay.
Put him behind a low wall or something. Or I don't know. We'll figure it out. Right, should we fetch Marine then? Let him stand watch.
Right. I will wait here for you guys to come back, just to make sure.
Okay,
Actually,
then. Okay. No, go on.
Keenan, stay with me. I can't see too well in the dark.
I
Right.
understand.
I will go and fetch. I will go and fetch our friend Marine then.
I'll be back. I'll be back before you know it. And I walk off.
Wait, wasn't Marine with you guys?
I thought we were all there.
Yeah, I was thought so.
Oh, yeah, Marine is there. Sorry. I thought it was.
Marine is here. Marine, we have a mission for you.
We're the
Yes.
worst. Yeah.
So, are you willing to stand watch? I am also inclined to stay out here, just to be safe.
I can definitely stand watch while in my standby mode, though I will not be able to affect things physically while in it. I can still hear and see well in it.
Excellent. Perfect. That's all we need. So, I guess our idea is you're going to be the one who keeps full watch throughout the night. If you hear or see anything, you instantly let one of us know. I will stay nearby you. Yes?
Affirmative.
You're
Now,
not going to stay awake all through the night, are you, Kozo?
I will.
We need you with your full faculties tomorrow.
I will try to get rest while watch is being kept. I'm more familiar and comfortable in these surroundings anyway.
Fair enough then. Okay, I will.
Now, here's my thing. Of course, doing this requires something to show of it. And while it is brash, I don't see the repercussions of attempting to capture this person.
Should we capture them, then it would be the best possible thing.
Correct. We could be a third party. We would be a third party if we were to apprehend this person and it backfiring on it. It possibly may not backfire on the rest of the militia.
Right.
I suppose
Plus,
if the opportunity arises to apprehend this man or whatever being he is, I'd say go for it. Yes.
the question is, how efficiently can we do this? Killing is the fastest out of us. Marine is the one who will be able to notice when it happens. So there has to be an order of effect.
I suppose. Yes, but you're the biggest and the strongest. You should be the one to restrain them if they put up a fight.
It's if I can catch them. Kennen can. It's like the game of dragons. Dragon Ante, like what you're saying. There's so many parts. What do the rest of you think? Do you guys have any ideas for how we can maybe quickly and efficiently restrain somebody running into the field towards the barracks?
We could trip them.
Okay. So a tripwire.
Maybe
could
if we have a
wait.
big net.
I could run after them.
I do have a It's not technique, I know. I have a way of making roots and plants and things spring up on someone's feet and trip them up. Make it harder make it hard for them to traverse, and so they can't move quite as fast.
Okay. I am devoid of any spells that can maybe help right now. However, if we're resting, maybe I can. So we have the idea of a tripwire. We have Aki, you could use some sort of spell to assist. Killen, I think you would be the fastest one to get to the person. And anything else we could rely on?
Well, I mean, I'm sure if we do apprehend them, Havelok seems to be quite the dab-handed interrogation.
Right.
They could start losing toes or fingers, their ears. They could lose their nose.
There you go. Interrogation.
I am also very adept at in the knowledge of breaking all 202 bones in the human body.
That is terrifying.
200? Oh my god. Humans are weird. So. Marine, you'll be keeping watch. I think, since we know he left from the jungle around this area, you'll be around here.
Affirmative.
And can you, Marine, make a very loud noise? Is that possible? Not now, don't do it now, but can you do that?
I could try shouting.
That's the best we
However,
got.
it is not something I have done before.
Right? As soon as you shout, I'll probably wake up because I'll be near you. Actually, I do have something. As he pulls out from his side on his belt this large tusk almost. It looks like a horn itself. I could use this to maybe make sure that the rest of whoever else is keeping watch wakes up immediately.
Yes, and the rest of the town where you're at it.
Ah, yes.
Maybe we wouldn't do something quite as loud, you know?
But would that be a bad thing? The barracks waking up? Because the barracks would notice the...
I mean, you forget that our main suspect is their captain.
Right. Well,
If a loud sound comes up and a bunch of strangers are apprehending their commanding officer, who do you think they're going to go after?
right. So it is definitely their captain? Or their stand-in?
Well, no, it's not definitely, but he's one of the suspects. I think we should.
Yes, yeah. Alright, then...
Perhaps just wake the present company up, and not the entire barracks. Perhaps if needed, make more of a noise.
Okay, understood. Then maybe we should just be a little deeper into the woods to make sure we catch him a little closer towards the end of it. Huh?
All right.
As
See,
for...
I think. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. I think yes. I believe perhaps catching him in the forest just as he thinks he's gotten to safety. That's a bit of a poetry to it, and I think yes, we should make some sort of try to hide and find positions at the opening of the jungle, and hopefully catch him as he leaves.
All right. Do we want to avoid hurting him? This is before we catch him. We want to avoid him getting to there at all costs, no?
Yes.
Unless it is necessary, we shall try to avoid causing any injury.
Right. Have a look. You heard. I've seen you cast a spell that you can cast at a long range. Please only use it if he's getting close. Or is that even... At that point, is that even a good idea? I don't even know. If he's getting there, maybe, try something to trip him up. Try not to kid him.
I'll see what I can do in the moment. We'll get him, though.
All right. Anything else? Any other ideas?
I don't believe so. I think we have something resembling at least something of a plan.
All right. Marine, you set up watch just slightly deeper into the opening of the jungle. As soon as you hear something, do whatever you need to do. I'll be right here to hear it.
Understood.
I'll make sure that the rest of them hear it too. Whether by yelling. Mostly by yelling. Not too loud.
Affirmative.
Koto, I think it wouldn't be fair on you to have you being awake the entire night. Tell you what, when you start feeling tired, you give me a tap on the shoulder and we'll swap positions, okay?
Right, I would appreciate it. Plus, we can rely on Nevelair too if she would like to keep watch.
Of course.
I do not want to, ask you to stay out here in the forest. I do not know if you. It's up to you.
What, do you think that I'm scared of trees?
I do not know what seafaring folks' preferred, place of rest is. I do not know.
Lair just smiles. I can stay out here. I will be fine.
Okay. Good. This makes this a lot easier. More liable to work, maybe? I don't know. Alright. Kanan, as soon as you hear anything from one of us, up and at him. You're going to be the one trying to catch him. I'll be following suit. All of us will be following suit, but you're the fastest out of us.
Understood. That's something I can actually do.
Right.
Alright, so you're basically setting up for the night just at the entrance to the jungle?
Yes.
Yeah, we're sort of making like a mini makeshift camp in our positions, ready to strike.
Okay. How
What
about
was gonna-
Claire, does anything change with your plan now that this plan has changed?
Nope, I'm just gonna wait for Aki to go to sleep.
Yeah, he goes. Once everything's in motion and Koto's taking watch, he finds a comfortable bit of the floor and pulls up pulls up some leaves to make a little bit of a pillow, and then then closes his eyes and goes to sleep.
Odo is going to try and maybe make a survival check to make sure, everyone has some sort of, cover that's natural. To help
Perception check
maybe.
will probably do a bit better.
Okay.
Perception or nature?
As he's doing that, I'm just going to go and sit by Aki. Not anything suspicious yet. Just sit there.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, okay. I'm scared. What are you doing tonight, Aki?
Well, first, I'm gonna get the writing utensils that he said that I could borrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She goes. While going through my bag, you find some certain personal effects and a change of clothes, and among them are some writing implements. Yeah.
Sweet. I'm gonna take that. And just, I'm fiddling about just trying to be very nonchalant.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna lean over and I'm gonna start by drawing whiskers on his face.
Okay.
Oto notices this as he's keeping watch, but
Make a sleight of hand check, actually, just to see if Koto
doesn't say
Yeah.
okay,
And
let's
also,
see.
do I feel her drawing on my face?
Perception check with disadvantage, because you are asleep.
Okay.
Ooh.
Perception check with disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay.
I think Koto blatantly sees what
Koto
she's
sees
doing.
it.
You know, actually, you know what? Being a dream druid and all, and it's funny. I'm not gonna see if I can perception this. I'll be deep in sleep.
Okay.
Oto,
Yep.
noticing you doing something on his face, he kind of walks just a tiny bit closer and he bends down to kind of look, see what you are doing.
She just puts her free finger just pressed against her lips gently.
Oto's confused, but he just watches and waits for the whatever she's doing.
And now she is going to draw penises.
My time in Cub Scouts is just giving me. I'm just getting flashbacks from that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I got a
Let's
duct
see
tape
what
to a
else. She's gonna add a few flowers and everything. And on his forehead, she's going to write, jerk.
Okay.
And finally, I have a water skin. I'm gonna try to use it to make him pee.
Okay.
What would be the check to see if I wee myself or not?
I don't know.
Constitution.
Constitution, yeah.
and tell you what, since it is sort of an effect happening to me, let's make it a saving throw.
Sure.
Go ahead.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Yes!
As
Like the mighty Yangtze. Ah.
yeah. You just kind of watch your hand. You just kind of observe your handiwork, Mevlar, and you sort of like just look, and it's taking effect a lot faster than you thought it was.
Yeah. You've just done it. I'm scrawled all over, and then you just see the area like of my crotch is getting darker and darker. Yeah.
She is immediately gonna like quickly like put things back, take her water skin, and just start like moving away, just giggling to herself.
Oto is mouth agape. He is just dumbfounded by what he just watched. Unsure of how to react, if to wake him up, he's just dumbfounded.
Shh! You can't tell, okay?
Oto's struggling to close his mouth. He's just looking at you. You see his eyebrows furrow, and he just accepts it.
He just accepts it.
Okay. So, who takes second watch then?
Me.
Oh. So, as the second watch begins,
Coda taps me on the arm.
Yeah, I'm going to just... I'm kind of like on the other side of the tree. I just kind of reach over and shake him and whisper, "It's your shift."
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. What happened here?
What happened here?
Because you've been out in the cold, your pants feel rather cold, especially on the front area.
What? I look up and see, like, wait, was that like a leaf collecting water or something?
Oto's already trying to go to sleep. He can't live with lying to Aki. He just has to go to sleep.
Was this a short or long rest?
Long rest.
Excellent. Okay, in that case, to see like, oh dear, I got water on me somehow in the night. He'll use. Can he? Does destroy water work on piss?
Is it technically water?
I'd argue it is.
It kind of is, ain't it? It's kind
Yeah.
It's
like
wastewater,
the salt and the
so-
ammonia and stuff behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in that case, he will use destroy water to get rid of it. But then, like, he noticed like some like weird foul-smelling salt on him. It's like, I don't think that was water.
Oh my god!
I haven't done that since I was 12.
Oto's already just focusing on sleep and learning his new spell. He doesn't.
I imagine Koto staring into the darkness, just looking haunted.
Please don't. I'm
Please don't ask.
At this time, Marine, you would be able to respond because it's 4 hours and obviously a long.
Yeah,
rest day.
in this, okay. So now he gets up and then sort of a bit uncomfortably stands up and sits on a log and sits and takes watch.
Okay, make a perception check.
Are you proud of yourself?
Koto's gonna have some words with Mevelair after this.
17. And you've got
can't
dark
believe
vision,
it.
yeah?
20, and I've got dark vision.
And you got dark vision. Okay. Alright, so. You continue on with your watch. Waiting and hoping for whoever it is had fled into the jungle would make its return. And that's what we're going to call it for this session.
Yay!
Yeah.
That was great. That was so much fun.
So, what did you all think of that session?
Really good.
Boy.
It was
Piss
chaotic, I loved it.
Is that his new name, Piss Boy?
Piss boy.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, but I like Kodo as the leader of the as the actual leader of the party.
Fucking Kodo laying there after the fact. Like
Sweating
not knowing
bullets.
what to do. Yeah. It's like, don't look at me. Don't talk to me.
Oh my god. Put me in a
Yeah,
rock and
yeah,
hard,
just like-
please.
Just feel like, I don't know what I saw. Do I tell someone about it? I don't know.
Well, that was really fun though. That was really
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
That was great.
What
I'm
were your
like,
favorite parts then? I mean, I know obviously that end part, but like beyond that.
Alright, Anna, you go first. We're going in order.
What the fuck does this mean me?
Because you're at the top of the session chat list.
fruit.
Fine. Maui, go ahead.
Wow!
Wow.
Wow!
I do like a mystery. It's like it's rough because I just want to figure it out so bad.
Mhm.
And learning or not hearing about Kinlan seeing somebody, that was like, oh fuck yes, let's go. Let's
Yeah.
figure this shit out. What the fuck's going on? So yeah, I just like the mystery setting we have, or the mystery of this right now, for which we're kind of like a third party in it. We're not, nothing too crazy, but we don't want people to die. So obviously we're gonna try and stop shit,
Mhm.
or at least I don't want people to die.
Okay, so that would be now it's Dom's turn for his favorite part.
I mean, aside from the ending part, I just liked how everyone got to do something this session that they were pretty decent at.
Mm.
Well, that and Akrik's interactions with everyone was actually pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Hey Anna, you're up.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked when Mev was just chatting with Aki and it was not going well for him at all.
You could see the like -15 affection.
The fucking
Right there.
Sims pop up. The fucking negative people.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have that on my thing. Hold on.
I found it funny how that happened, because Kodo was just sitting there, knowing that he doesn't drink alcohol. He was just like, "All right, I'm gonna go get some milk. Y'all can continue that."
You'll have fun.
Yeah.
Also,
this symbol
Mev just chugging the milk.
to spite fucking Havelock. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Truly best child.
And it's Nate's turn.
Yeah. My favorite, I would say it's like a split between finding out that Ev's mom is a pirate, which it's technically kind of obvious. It was cool how it came out to me, and the fact that Havelock bought like 2 full rounds of alcohol for a party where nobody drinks it.
Yeah. And the one person that wanted to drink the alcohol got none.
That means it's Peach now.
Hi. I had a couple of parts that I really liked, like Aki and the fucking negative affection when he was talking to Mevalaire. Like you could just feel it in the air.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
She was like, really? Obviously her drawing on him is fucking hilarious, and I can't wait to see how that comes out, especially if we meet this guy and Aki tries to talk to him and then the guy looks at him and is like, you have dicks on your face.
What do you mean? Oh,
Like,
man.
before you have that, before I continue, you had something on your.
Yeah, but I think my favorite part was when we went to the insurrectionist camp and like we had split up into two parties, and it was very clearly like it was like the stealth party and then the like charisma party. But how Aki totally bombed with what he was doing. Like
You had one job.
Yeah, you had one job. He completely bombed it, and Kodo and Mevalaire. All right, step aside.
I think that was kind of funny. The reasoning for it was like, yeah, that's the first time you ever been in that situation. I was like, yeah, I my first time. I was fucked up. On my first time.
I think it really showed in just a few short minutes everyone's skill set. Like obviously some people are more to the side and more combat oriented, while at the same time others are more talkative, and they're talkative in different ways. Like, you know, if Mevalaire had talked to someone that was more hoity-toity, her style of doing things wouldn't have worked. Aki's would have been much better.
Right.
Like, it just really showed.
We actually haven't had any actual combat yet. But
I'm waiting.
You know, you can't have a Dungeons & Dragons game without combat, so there is going to be combat, it just depends on when.
Yeah,
I just really like how without planning for it, we've somehow made a coherent team for once.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
well,
it's like everyone's getting involved in this mystery.
It's more so just trying to make the team out of the people you got, you know? Learn people's strengths and just use them.
Like, Tom, I am so fucking sus of this one guy. I want to tackle him. I want to, like, take him down.
Which guy? There's a handful of guys which are just there, like, well, it could...
All of them!
Okay.
What about you, Tom?
My favorite part was when Maui decided, like, you know what? We're gonna have a little game within a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
I love those.
Dragon Ante. And on the spot made up, like, a series of, like, rules and role-played it on probably what was pure improv.
Yeah.
Alongside with Ed, obviously, also in return. Obviously, as I said, in the general thing, I linked the official rulebook, but I'm just here like, yeah, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to use it.
I had to go along with it. I can be like, dude, this isn't how it's played. What the fuck?
Yeah. No, I don't know how you play Free Dragon Ante, but I looked at the rulebooks while you guys were doing that, and I'm just there like, yeah, no. Yeah, I would say that was my favorite part, because obviously I can't say...
That's cool.
Yeah. I obviously can't say anything about the mystery stuff, which I liked, but it's like...
It's different because you know what's happening.
Yeah, it's because it's essentially me trialing a different method of doing mysteries, like what is considered like the good way of doing mysteries. So I figure this is like a trial run, and well, it's clearly working, so that's good. Yeah, that's me. What about you, Ed?
Oh god, fucking so much. The overall story, I think the fucking mystery is built so well. I want to find out everything about it. Yeah, I liked mine and Mevalaire's talk, and me having like, and sort of Aki again being kind of like nervous and really put off, like this girl who like suddenly just immediately jumps on him as like wraps his arm around him and his buddy out of complete nowhere. Yeah. Also,
a woman.
well, it wasn't just that it was a woman. It was just that it came from out of fucking nowhere. Just sitting there in the bar and then suddenly arm around him. Hey guy, how you doing? Yeah. What else?
Sussel meter.
Yeah, pretty much everything with pretty much every engagement with Koto. Yeah, the prank at the end, I love it. I love so much. I feel like it's nice with this one because like you can kind of get away with pranking Aki. I think with like Trothnall, he just would have beaten the shit out of you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm.
Oh, you first, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm fucking loving it. Yeah.
Is there anything so far, and I know it's only been like 2 sessions, if there's anything so far that you're not liking about the campaign?
I think it's good.
Only thing I guess I'd say, and I can't even speak on it because it's something that I'm like encouraging. Probably hold back on splitting up as much. Probably because we do it a lot, but I kind of help with that anyway. So it's like, all right.
I mean,
I think with the places where we've split up, it made sense.
it's not like you're going clear across like the other side of the continent. I feel like
Yeah.
Like I imagine like the whole splitting the party will happen less as it goes on, but right now you're essentially in the tutorial town.
Yeah, we're also like trying to get info, and I feel like this session we split up really good. Like we got shit done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not even like mad about it.
You got a lot of.
We're working on the
different
teams.
bits. Yeah, you got a lot of different bits of information. Some of it repeats, but you got like the notes on the full description of the note that the insurgents had. Some details about some people, the insurgents themselves. You guys got a lot of information, and also Mevelair was able to pet Leonin.
Mevelair enjoyed that, yes.
I certainly have words with Mevelair for doing that to Aki. I'm like, what are you doing? We're gonna have a talk, buddy. What does this mean? Trying to cast a spell on him? It's fucked up.
What does it mean?